Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another live stream. I'm just trying to situate ourselves so we can both be seen and also show you the goodies that we have received today. Let me just make sure everything can be seen on the stream here. It looks fine. It looks fine.
Okay.
Well, let's put the iPad over here so we can look at some comments. First of all, welcome to the stream, everyone. I don't know if anyone has joined yet, maybe.
Looks pretty chill. We've got Lego. Hello, Lego. I hope that's your real name because that would be really cool.
Hello, Lego. If that is your real name, please let us know because that is an excellent name.
Name is Hive.
Hi, I am high. I'm very high. Wait for a few more people to join. I may as well start talking about the stuff that we have on the top here. So the real reason for the video is because of this huge Funko box here. Don't worry, it's not Funko Pop stuff.
Actually,
in the
just
box.
a lot of Steve Irwin Crocodile Hunter.
There's like a whole box full of them. But no, it's not Funko Pop. So I don't even think there's one Funko Pop in here. So I promise, no Cos Babies, no Funko Pop, and no light boxes this time. The last one was a little bit anticlimactic. I'll talk about the stuff that I have on top. So all of this arrived today, this huge haul and all of these other things as well. And you will be seeing this stuff in reviews, at least the 6 scale stuff. Let me know about the other stuff when we start looking at it. But this arrived, and this is by a company called Art Figures. I had never even heard of this company, but the quality of the box is actually really nice. It's their third-party version of Aquaman from Batman vs. Superman. So a lot of people have been skeptical about this one, me included, so we will have to wait and see if this is any good. I may as well show you what the box art looks like. So there's a picture of the figure on the front there, and then when you open it, the figure himself is, of course, front and center. So I'm pretty impressed with what I've seen so far, but then again, he's just behind plastic, so how impressed could I really be? Would you like to...
I haven't seen it, so it'd be a good idea if I did. Ryan's here, by the way.
Ryan! Hello, Ryan! We had a good time reorganizing this room, Ryan and I, and we'll have to do it again, hopefully, at some point, because there's a lot more stuff that's been entering the room. How did you all like the last collection tour video? Do let me know. New Captain Marvel. Yes, the new Captain Marvel looks amazing. So hopefully Ryan will be snapping some pics of Captain Marvel, and we will be doing our usual figure preview video on that. We just passed 50 figure preview videos. The big 5-0. So that was a bit of an accomplishment. Ryan and I have been working together on that series for a very long time, so a huge shout out goes to Ryan for that. Speaking of Captain Marvel, this is a third-party version of Captain Marvel by a company called AC Play. So I actually haven't seen this before. It's still sealed, but the picture of the figure is, of course, on the front. I will be doing a full review on it, but it's basically a cartoon/comic book version with the shorter hair and the helmet, and a couple of blast effects. So I'm pretty excited to see this. A couple of people have already taken a look at it, and I've seen some mixed reviews, some mixed feelings on that. So we will have to wait and see. Any good comments? Favorite DX Hot Toys figure? The 89 Batman is my favorite DX Hot Toys figure. Love the Harley shirt. Yes, do you want to reveal the plan for all the Harley merch that you've been buying?
Yes, so whilst in isolation, I've just been scheming and constantly doing research and online shopping, because when at some point everything eventually goes back to normal, I would like to cosplay as Harley to a con or an event of some sort, and I would like to do multiple different outfits of Harley, so not just one, and not just from Birds of Prey, but also from Suicide Squad. So this is just one thing that I've bought, and I'm quite happy with it. It fits well. It's not accurate because her shirts in the movie are like 3/4 sleeves with like blue paint and rips
holes in
and
it.
stuff.
Yeah.
But I just wanted something that I could actually wear sometimes. So
Fair enough. So there will be more cosplay related stuff on the channel, by the way. I don't know if we've revealed that yet, but I am working on a few series of my own. There'll be a Mandalorian cosplay build, which I'm working with a local artist on. I'm super excited to get started on that. I still haven't decided if we're doing the Beskar armor or the normal armor. Leaning towards the Beskar armor, though, because I appreciate that shiny armor. I love the new collection tour. The only parts that I wasn't the biggest fan of were the Infinity War figures having 2 glass panels in front of them, but I'm sure in real life they look better. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's sort of like in the corner, but the good thing about that corner is the panel that's in front of it is just straight up glass, so you can see straight through it, and the only figures that are on the side C-3PO and R2, and they're kind of R2 small, C-3PO is not that tall, so you can kind of see straight past them. Like, I'm looking at it now, I can see War Machine just fine. But I totally understand that. Ryan had the same concern, but once we sort of got everything in there, it worked. When the rest of the endgame figures come and we see how it sort of fits in the cabinet, I may shift the stuff over. I don't know. We'll have to see when the stuff arrives. Actually, also, today, this arrived. So this, for those of you who don't know, it's very shiny, actually. Especially under this lighting, it's reflecting up a treat. This is the Mark 46 helmet. It is an unlicensed third-party prop. It is 1-to-1 scale. I'm not going to put it on because you have to sort of disassemble it to do so. But when I put the batteries in there, eventually for the review, it is motorized. So when you touch it, the faceplate does come up. So I'm pretty excited about that. I picked this up, of course, from Toys Wonderland. People probably already guessed that. But I'm super excited about that helmet.
Looks cool.
The next 1/6 scale goodie. Are we skipping over too many contents? Am I going too quickly?
No, I'll let you know if there's anything major.
Excellent. Well, I picked up this from Top. For those of you who don't know, Top Collectibles not only make outfit sets and stuff like that, but they do head sculpts. This is the Peter Parker outfit set from the Venice scene. So with his lighter pants and his blue shirt, and with a third-party Peter Parker head sculpt with the hair slicked back. So I don't know if this is a straight-up recast from Hot Toys or not. I will have to wait and see, but I have to say, it looks pretty good, and the hair is slicked back. He also, it seems like, comes with some of the metal glasses. I don't know if that actually comes with the set. I'm pretty sure Philip did mention he was going to pop those in the box, so I don't know if that's separate or not. I will have to confirm that. And then to go with that, this could either be a really good idea or a really terrible idea. But this is a M31 Fison body. I'm pretty sure it's the skinniest one that they do make. The issue is it could be a little bit too tall, potentially. But I'm going to use this for the Peter Parker. As I said, it could either be really good or be really terrible. So, we will find out. But I'm a big fan of Fison bodies at the moment on figures. I just used 2 on my Rockies, and I think they worked quite well. Hopefully. Let me know what you think.
I just think it'd be tricky just capturing his exact height and figure as, like, proportions.
Yes, I agree. War Machine Punisher unboxing plus. Well, who said that?
Lego.
Well, Lego. It's already been shot, it's already been edited, and it's already been uploaded. It's processing right now. So as soon as this live stream is done, I'm pretty sure it'll be ready to go. He's actually sitting up in the cabinet right now. It's fully done, all reviewed and everything. He's set up in his final display pose for now. So it will be coming very, very soon, like in the next hour or so. So stay tuned for that.
There was a question earlier from Minecraft the 2014. Outside of Hot Toys, do you collect SH Figure Arts, Marvel Legends, or Mezcos? Mezcos, I know you do.
Well, you can see some smaller scale stuff. So I've got my Transformers Masterpiece figures, got the Figure Arts, and of course Mezco stuff and some DC Multiverse stuff in there. But there's a hell of a lot more, especially Mezco, literally sitting outside the door in a plastic tub because I have ran out of space in my smaller cabinet. So that is causing me a bit of grief at the moment. But it's going to be like a rotating thing. So every time I do a collection tour, hopefully this smaller cabinet will be a little bit different each time. Maybe not the Power Rangers stuff, because I'm hyping Power Rangers right now. But probably the top shelf at least will be a little bit different each time. So yes, I do collect a diverse array. Miss Collections also placed her little Pokemon guys underneath the Batmobile there.
Why not?
Why not?
Which of the 2 hairstyles of Captain Marvel do you prefer?
I prefer the longer hair, but actually, to be honest, I actually would rather go for the helmeted head sculpt. I don't know what it is about helmeted characters. Like, whenever I get, say, for instance, a Justice League Batman with a Ben Affleck head sculpt, yes, it's cool to get the Ben Affleck head sculpt, and a lot of people do prefer to go that way, but I'll actually use just the cowl head sculpt. Same thing with most of my figures. If they come with a helmet, or they come with an unmasked look, I'll straight up go for the helmet. It's just something that I like to do. So I prefer the helmeted look for Captain Marvel. It's unfortunate that they didn't give her one with the shorter hair, but then again, I don't think she used the helmet in the movie with the shorter hair. I'll have to go back and watch it. It's been a while, not that long, but it's been a while since I've watched Endgame last, but I don't think she used the helmet with the shorter hair. But anyway, I got the helmet with the previous one. I can pop it on that one. What do you prefer, longer or shorter hair?
I'm actually the same. For some reason, she just looks so much more badass with the mohawk
yeah, it's dope.
on the helmet. But
Dope.
Yeah, I don't know. I never liked short hair. I hate short hair on myself. So even just looking at her, like, I know that she would look so much prettier with long hair. But then,
Fair.
you know, we need some differences in people's hairdos in movies. So
Fair enough. Ryan says, always with the helmet. Damn right, Ryan. Ryan's also a helmet fanatic. He also likes to use the helmets on his figures.
Minecrafter keeps asking us to wink at the camera, but I'm shocking at winking, so I don't want to do it.
There you go. There you go, sir. He said, I saw before he said, let's prank Justin. So if that was your prank, you got me. Okay, what else have we got here? Congratulations on your recent marriage.
Yes,
thank
thank
you.
you.
Thank you very much. Cult Creations, that is the gentleman, I believe, who makes all of the awesome dioramas. If that is you, sir, your dioramas look fantastic. One day I will have a diorama, or space for one at least, in here. Hopefully.
Kunji Club says, really nice seeing you two doing fun things together. He's currently social distanced from his wife in two different countries because of the travel ban. That would be really hard.
That's bad.
I mean, like my parents, when they migrated to Australia, one of them was in Australia for 2 years without the other, which sounds really difficult, and it was, but they got through it, so
I don't know,
at
some
least
people...
now you guys can actually contact each other really easily. I think
Some
that's
people
something.
seem to not like their partners, it seems. Like, whenever I'm doing like a work call or they're like, oh, they're driving me crazy being in here with my partner, I'm like...
It's a true test of your relationship. I've seen there's people like, you know, there's more divorces than before because of
Oh, really?
people being confined together.
Interesting. Yes, it's me! Thank you, Justin. No worries. Yeah, your dioramas are fantastic, so maybe one day I will hit you up for one of those. Any update on the SW Toys Joker? No, I don't have any update on him, but I am getting the Toy Center Joker suit, and I do have the top collectibles head sculpt. It's in there right now, and I will be doing a third red suit Joker until, of course, the SW Toys one comes in. Then there will be 4 red suit Jokers, and I'll probably have to decide which one not to display in there because it's busy in there with that many red suit Jokers.
Are you planning on doing a review of the HCMY Studio Captain America shield? Because it seems reasonable in price.
If that's the life-size one, then maybe. I think
Is that metal?
I think it is. If you're talking about the metal life-size one that's on Toys Wonderland, potentially. Philip did ask me if I'd like to review it and offered to send it to me, but I would have to send it back, obviously. I don't know how I'd review it, though, because it's so big. I was planning on doing it, like, in here, maybe. And that's what I might do with stuff that's bigger in the future. Like, for instance, the Jazz Inc. Batmobile, the Justice Mobile. It wouldn't fit in the light box. There's no way, like, I don't have a light box that big. So it would have to be in here, maybe on top of this cabinet where the 89 Batmobile is, if it even fits, because it's so big. But maybe the shield could be in here somewhere, and then I could do the video. I don't know. But we will have to wait and see. I'm still working the life-size stuff out. But the helmets, at least, do fit in the light box. So that's good news.
Oh, we've got a visitor.
Hello, sir.
I don't know if he'll show up on camera. He's just sniffing the tripod. SW Toys Joker. Any updates?
Oh, that's I just answered that.
Sorry,
soon.
my bad.
Hopefully soon.
Do we like cars like Lamborghini and Bugattis? Who doesn't?
Yeah, who doesn't? I'm more into my electric vehicles at the moment, but we used to be big into
It took
cars.
us a while. We were petrol heads, and then slowly, you know, when you do more research, like it's really hard. You giving up on the good sound and that raw power. I don't know if you can see him. He's not showing up.
I think he can be visible.
Oh, there he is.
Oh God.
Oh, I'm sorry, Bob.
You scared him.
That's
Okay,
too
bye.
loud. But when you think about, one, the environmental factor, but also just, you know, how quick they can go, and the raw torque is just instant torque compared to, I mean, like, feeling the car work towards, like, high speeds too is a good thing. I know I sound like a real crazy person right now, but yes,
Tesla 0 to
we
60
do.
is good, says Minecrafter.
Sure is.
It is good. It's very good. Which is your favourite Red Suit Joker? My favourite is the Toys Era one, for now, but we'll have to wait and see when that Toy Center one comes out. For those of you who haven't, go and watch all of Dean Knight's videos on the customs and all the different types of Red Suit Jokers he's done. He's almost, I think, gotten to the perfect version of the Red Suit Joker because he's got so many different bits and pieces going. So go and check out his content on that. The cat will be retrieved. What's your thoughts on the So-So Toys Quicksilver? Love your videos, by the way. Thank you very much, Game Boy Customs. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I like all of the So-So Toy stuff. They are my favourite third-party company, Cat, has just arrived in the room again. So we'll have to wait and see. I will be doing a comparison probably to the Toys Era one whenever that comes out, because I have all the Toys Era X-Men figures as well. I don't hear the Tesla noising up the entire car park like the Mustang did. Yeah, Ryan. So our friend Daniel has a super loud Celine Mustang, and Ryan, I think, got a little bit attached. He was able to... He sat down in the garage and revved it, and... Yeah, I think he's a little bit attached now. Okay, what else have we got? Someone asked about Lightning Collection. So there will be some Lightning Collection stuff in here. So yes, good guess. I don't think anybody else will be able to guess what else is in the bottom half, but I'm pretty sure the top is all Lightning Collection stuff. But because I collected all of the Figure Arts Power Rangers, I thought I may as well go down the Lightning Collection route as well, because they're unmasked helmets and also they're a little bit cheap. And I could fill out the display quite nicely. So... yes, there will be some Lightning Collection stuff in here. Now, this entire package was sent by a company called mightytoys.com.au. They have, in my opinion, the best range of Power Rangers collectibles, both new and old. So the good part is they trade stuff in, and they also, the owner goes to Japan. He was in Japan the same time as we were, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he went to all the same places that we did, so... I unfortunately bought a few things that he was looking for, and he bought a few things that I was looking for, but he does sell some of the stuff that he buys in Japan on the site, and anyone knows that the Japanese Power Rangers / Sentai stuff is actually really good, so therefore you can get it locally in Australia from Mighty Toys. So check them out, and also I'm pretty sure they ship worldwide as well. But let's open at least the top half for now, and let's start taking a look, because I've been waiting for this package for a while. Because of the Easter holiday, post was rather slow. So I have been tracking it like every day, like a crazy person. Oh, I lied. I said there wasn't. I said there weren't any Funko Pops. There's one.
Oh, you're joking.
Yeah. So this, I believe, is a gift from Mighty Toys because the size of the order that I placed. But this is the Lord Draken Funko Pop. This is the only Power Rangers Funko Pop that I have. It is pretty cute, I'm not going to lie. It's in a pop protector, of course. You need to protect those Funko Pops. But I'm pretty sure this is the only Funko Pop. And then we do have a pen with the Red Ranger in Funko Pop style, also made by Funko. So those are the first two items. I don't think they're... I'm pretty sure there's no more Funko Pop stuff in here. Because I know a lot of people don't like Funko Pop. But we have a few behind.
They're just so easy. And
they're cool.
It's a big money pit because they're just so easy to just start building up.
But damn, Japan Sentai is great. Yeah, some of the seasons I think are really good, and some are people say are even better than the US representations. I only have known the US versions, so I haven't watched the Japanese stuff, but apparently it's quite good.
There was a question I liked before. I think it was if they open a Disneyland Down Under, which ride would be your first ride? They tried to. And I think it got cancelled.
Yeah, they've tried a couple of times, unfortunately, but we just don't really... I don't know, they just can't seem to get it right. They said that our Disneyland is Hong Kong, because technically it is relatively close. It's like 8 hours away, and it's Australasia, right? So we're technically part of Asia, so that's our Disneyland. But then again, the Hong Kong Disneyland's not that impressive either.
Well, most of Disneylands are the same. I think Disney World is the big difference.
Is the big...
But
big
I do love Space Mountain.
Space Mountain is my favourite.
Yes.
Or Hyperspace Mountain now.
Well, now it's Hyperspace Mountain. They rebranded it, which is it's good. It was more like there was more lasers and stuff going on last time we went for the Star Wars theming.
Yeah, and of course the Star Wars music. You can't not have that. So the first item in our mightytoys.com.au collectibles shipment is this 2-pack right here. So it's the Lightning Collection Psycho Red and Lost Galaxy Red. I have actually never seen Lost Galaxy, but I've seen In Space, and I was a huge fan of the Psycho Rangers, so I absolutely had to pick this up. I am going through and re-watching it all with my sister, who is now Power Rangers obsessed as well. So we will eventually get to Power Rangers Lost Galaxy, I'm sure. Now this is my jam right here. So growing up, I watched Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, I'm sure a lot of people did, but I only had like the first 4 episodes, I think, on a VHS, so I just would rewatch that on repeat. But now, luckily, because of Netflix, they've put them all on there, and we can actually watch them properly. So I've got Lord Zedd here, of course. Can't not have Lord Zedd. Big villain in Season 2, of course. I am planning on doing a custom chrome style paintwork on him, because he's a little bit flat, the silver, unfortunately. In the show, he was...
glossy.
Shiny.
Chrome.
Very chromy. So I've got... I've got an idea of how to do that because I am getting the other Lord Zedd in the 2-pack with Rita, so I'll have 2 Lord Zeds, so I may as well give it a go. Let's answer a few comments before we get onto that. Man, I get bullied for watching Power Rangers. Oh, what? Tell them to get real. Everyone loves Power Rangers.
I wasn't even into them, like, as a kid. Same thing, I think it was, like, they just weren't on the television at the times that I was watching. So I only knew what it was, but now Justin's sort of trying to catch up on Netflix, and I wasn't interested in watching, but somehow, like, listening in the background, I picked up on what was going on, and now I'm watching them with him, so I don't see anything wrong with them. They're, like, you know, a little bit campy at times, and
yeah, it's part of the charm.
They're trying to teach kids, like, life lessons and stuff. No, it's good.
Yeah, it's a great show, and I like that my sister's 12, and she's loving it, and that's kind of the right age bracket, I think, to be enjoying it, and she's never seen it, so she's loving it. Do you collect NECA figures at all? Not that many. I have a couple of quarter scales. I'm looking at the top there. I've got the Turtles, Shredder, and a Foot Soldier, and that's the only NECA stuff that I have currently. We'll have to wait and see. If they do a quarter scale Casey Jones and a quarter scale, almost said Shredder again, Splinter, then I will be all over that. Do you collect Hot Wheels? No, I don't.
He's tried looking for
the Tesla ones.
The Teslas from Hot Wheels, but not really widely available. So.
No, I think they are, but there was this one guy who just went around, at least in Victoria, and just bought them all. He had like 50 or something.
Why?
He had a lot. I don't know, he was obsessed. He was a hoarder or a scalper. Do you speak a bit German? I don't speak any German. I used to live in Germany. I can probably understand a little bit, but I don't speak any, unfortunately. Red Ranger or Green Ranger? Green Ranger for me. What about you, sir? Do you order most of your toys from Hong Kong? Yes, I do. Speaking of Green Ranger, we have a Green Ranger right here, in fact. So, another Lightning Collection item. We have the Green Ranger and the Putty Patroller. This is not the Green Ranger that everyone's probably familiar with. This is the one from the Dino Charge, or Dino Thunder. He was from like a flashback episode where he has a bit of silver on his helmet and the little holster thing is on the wrong side and it's also the wrong colour. A bit of Power Rangers trivia for you there. So we have another 2-pack item. I mostly bought it because of the Putty Patroller. I assume they're going to do another Green Ranger in the normal format. But yeah, you can't not have a putty.
These look better than they did in the show, because in the show they're just wearing these like lycra zoot suits and they're just like wiggling their arms a lot.
That's literally what they do. Ooh, this is heavy. Damn. Okay, well, this is interesting. I have never owned any of the Power Rangers Legacy Zords until, of course, today. This is the Power Rangers the movie, which is actually Power Rangers Season 3, the Ninja Megazord, and I do have the Falcon Zord on the way. Unfortunately, he was out of stock when they sent the huge shipment. I opted to get this shipment now rather than wait for the Falcon Zord. He will be coming in, hopefully, early next week. So that is what we have here. We have the Ninja Megazord. This is weighty, so I assume there's a bit of metal in this guy right here. As I said, you'll have to forgive me, I've never owned any of the Legacy Zords before, but this guy has a bit of weight. There's a bit of weight there. So we'll have to... I'm actually quite excited about the Zords. Alright, so far we've gotten a couple of 2-packs and a Lord Zedd. Let's see what else we have in the bottom of the box. I may as well, while I'm opening this, if you want to ask me some few questions or answer a few questions.
Sure can. Oscar said that In Space was his favourite. The Psycho Ranger season is amazing.
In Space is dope.
If you had to pick one 1/6 figure from each, what would you choose? I assume he means like from a category or a movie franchise. Maybe just pick one. Like full stop.
Be a bit more specific, sir. And then I will revisit that question.
How old are you? That's an interesting question.
I'm 25. How old are you?
Damon is waiting for his Ninja Megs as well, getting him
on
on Friday.
Nice. I'm not sure when I'm going to be opening it because I promised my sister that we'd open a few things together. So I don't know if I'm going to be opening it all today, but I'll be opening some, that's for sure. This bottom part is the one that I'm really excited for. So, everyone, get hype.
There was a good one. I've just lost it now. How can I make a custom Bruce Wayne with my Justice League Batman?
Okay, well, this is what I did for mine. You might not be able to do it for yours because the body obviously is not readily available, but I used a spare body that I had, which was actually the Strike Suit Captain America body. Because it's nice and broad and it also doesn't have a neck, you can use the Justice League Batman head sculpt and it's an official Hot Toys body. The outfit that I bought was just some generic eBay outfit, but because the body is so big, it fills it out really nicely. If you haven't seen the collection tour, go back and watch the BVS shelf and then you'll see him. But that's how I did it, and I think it is one of the better ones that I've seen. Obviously it's mine, so I'm going to say that. But in my personal opinion, it's one of the better ones, so that is the method that I went with. You can also do the second option, which I did, was a Gang Hood 1.0 body. I removed the rubber body overlay and took out the neck because you can do that. But then some people were saying the body was still not broad enough. And that's a big body, so I don't know. Apparently it wasn't big enough. So I went with the Strike Suit body, which hopefully a lot of people do agree is big enough.
Which design of the Power Rangers do you like?
Mighty Morphin's probably my favourite. Second favourite would probably either be In Space or Turbo. I really like. You haven't seen enough, I don't think, to give us a opinion.
I don't think so, but I don't really understand the train one.
The train one, that's a Japanese thing. Let's not get into that. So, we have another Lightning Collection figure. This is, of course, Goldar. This is the second Goldar that I got. I bought one recently from a seller that had damaged packaging. I got it extremely cheap, and I fully custom painted him, well, gold. So there is a little comparison between my custom paint job and the regular Goldar. I'm not sure if you can tell, but the gold on my version is actually gold versus this butterscotch yellow colour. Not sure why I bought two, but I have two.
I'm not sure why you did either.
So we have that. There's another Goldar, so that's something.
Peter from Posing with Peter is here.
Peter, hello!
It's 1:30 in the AM,
Oh,
so
no.
he might not survive for long.
Okay, we won't keep you too long, Peter. We'll just get through this and then we'll let you get to sleep.
Okay, so here's the question again.
Okay.
If you had one figure to pick to keep per person, what would you pick? Okay, so for each of us.
I would have to go with my favourite still is Justice League Batman. Still my favourite. I don't know what it is. It's simple, it does the job, and I love it.
I think the problem is, like, one of these figures would never be enough because they're all part of something bigger, but the only thing that has its own series and is the only one out so far is Winnie the Pooh, so I'm gonna save Pooh Bear.
You can't take that back. You cannot take that back. Whew. Okay, we have more stuff. Another Lightning Collection, and I promise it's not all Lightning Collection. There's only a few more, or maybe there's only one more, I think, and then that's it for Lightning Collection. This is Lord Draken, the evil version of the White/Green Ranger from the comic book series. So let me know if you want to see reviews on any of this stuff. I guess I can. I don't see why not. Let me know.
Maybe multiple at once.
Yeah, I'll do the series. I'll do them all. Actually, never mind. There's a whole bunch more down there.
Aaron's here as well.
Aaron, hello, Aaron. Hopefully you'll like Power Rangers. I know Peter does. I'm not sure if Aaron does. Here's another Lightning Collection figure, being of course the Yellow Ranger, who is a little bit hard to find these days. Apparently, she only just came out, I think, but she was sold out relatively quickly. Obviously, the actress, she actually passed away. Therefore, I think people
Really?
are... Yeah, she died, unfortunately. So people are buying those in bulk, I think. R.I.P. Trini, says Peter. Yes, R.I.P. Hey, what kind of water bottle is that? 'Cause I got one exactly like it. Is Tony Bianco. It's actually Steph's bottle.
I got that as a gift from a shoe brand, but there's the Memo bottle, which is a lot like these, and they're a lot dearer and probably made with better materials. But these are made in like A5, A3. No, not A3. That's too big. A5, A6, and then other interesting
A4?
shapes.
Do they come in A4?
Maybe not anymore because they're massive.
Oh, okay.
But they're good because they'll fit in your work bag if you've got like a laptop bag. So that's the point of them.
That is literally the best thing ever, because have you ever tried to fit a round water bottle inside a messenger-style briefcase bag? Because it's not... It doesn't work, is what I've found. So those are absolutely exceptional for that. So we have some more Mighty Morphin goodness. This is the Red Ranger, obviously, Lightning Collection again. And I actually already do have this guy, but I did a bit of custom paint work and I did the white lines on the top and bottom of the helmet. I don't know why I have a second one, but I do.
Someone got the ASMR effect from you pulling apart all that.
Oh,
bubble
okay.
wrap.
Headphones on. Headphones on. And we have another Lightning Collection figure, being the White Ranger. So as you can see, there's a bit of a theme here. A lot of Mighty Morphin related stuff. And then, I'm actually really liking how this is stacking up with all that artwork. And then, a lot of people don't like this head. It's not bad in person. It's alright. We'll see it when we take it out. The Pink Ranger, of course, so for those keeping score, we are missing, of course, the Black and the Blue Ranger. The Blue Ranger just went up for pre-order. And the Black Ranger, they did the Dragon Shield Armored version, but not the normal version.
You know what's funny is that it looks like her now. Now
Yes,
that
you're
she's
right.
a bit older. It's not like she was in the show, and I get that.
Hello, Justin and Steph. Greetings from Washington Street. Hello, Robert. I was just wondering because I'm from Australia and I went for a school trip to Griffith University.
I'm just trying
Maybe
to
I've
find
missed.
where that
I've missed
comes,
what you said
comes
originally.
from.
So.
Yeah. Kai.
We've got 3 more items in this box, and they are.
Oh yeah, that was
Figures.
related to the water bottle. He meant state, not street.
Oh.
Washington, like Washington.
ST, I thought it was straight. Sorry, we don't say that in Australia, so it was lost in translation, but I understand. Any other good stuff before I
What do we
keep
do
to-
with the bubble wrap? We try to reuse it.
Sometimes
where
we
we can.
reuse it. If
Yeah.
we're shipping, not that I often, like I pretty much never sell anything, but if I'm giving stuff to people or doing giveaways or whatever, I'll keep it in a box in storage and then we'll use that.
Yeah, and when we moved here, we used a lot of it up.
Yes.
That came in handy.
Because I just gotten this, and you can imagine the amount of bubble wrap that was used to pack this because it was loose without its actual box, so it was like bubble wrap. It was like a lot.
If
so.
you go and watch the Justin and Steph channel, I think that's where the vlogs about us moving were.
Okay.
And there's there's footage of you carting around figures without their boxes,
and
you've sort of weaved bubble wrap around them to protect them.
that is my signature way of transporting figures. Daniel will attest to that because he helped. You guys are awesome. Are you doing Q&A? Yes, we'll be doing more Q&A towards the end, but I just want to quickly get through the rest of the stuff in this box, and then we will be answering more questions. For those of you who are just joining in, this is a Power Rangers haul from mightytoys.com.au. Check them out. M-I-G-H-T-Y, mightytoys.com.au. This is heavy, significant heft on this guy right here. Well. We have a Dragon Zord, everyone, and Miss Collection's thinking, what on earth do you have that for? You have one sitting right next to me. But this is the Legacy Dragon Zord. This is quite heavy. I'm quite excited to open this up and see how it compares to the Solid Shigoken one, which I do have 2 of, somehow. I've gotten on a thing... I never used to buy 2 of anything, but I've gotten into this thing now of doing that, and I don't know why. The companion piece, everyone, the companion piece to Dragon Zord. You can't have Dragon Zord without the Legacy Megazord. So this is kind of like what we had as a kid. Not me, because I was a little bit past Mighty Morphin. I was born in 95. So this show was long since done, I'm pretty sure. The movie came out in 95. Maybe it was on season 3. But anyway, this is the Legacy Megazord. He's quite hard to find now. But again, I managed to find it on Mighty Toys. They've got stuff that is literally sold out. That's been sold out for a while. So stay tuned to see this. Let me know again if you want to see reviews on any of this stuff. Power Rangers fans, I'm sure, might enjoy seeing reviews on this. There are a couple on YouTube, and there are some really, really good ones, but they are a little bit older now. I think the latest videos that I've seen on this guy were from maybe 2014, 2015, because there was a reissue. This is the original one, not the reissue.
What's the difference?
So the difference is it doesn't say this Power Rangers 20
yeah.
on it, and I think that they, instead of using stickers, they painted everything on. But I've actually got some custom decals arriving for this guy because the stickers that come on it are a bit rubbish.
Fair enough. And stickers don't tend to age well if they're cheap.
No, not that is 2010, so 10 years old, and haven't been applied actually.
I can imagine them being like, feeling like
Well,
papery.
we will find out. They're foil type stickers, so I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe they've survived, but chances are they probably haven't.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's nowhere near as detailed as the Solid Shigoken one, which is the one I have in the cabinet and you would have seen in the collection video. But it's classic and it's original, and you have to do that. And the final, this one I'm super excited about. The final piece in the box is, of course, the Legacy Thunder Megazord from Season 2 of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. This one I really, really did like as a kid. I'd actually completely forgotten about it until we rewatched Season 2 and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that's right, I love these things. So I absolutely had to pick this up. You're probably thinking, where is the White Tiger Zord? I have ordered that on eBay, and that is coming hopefully soon from Hong Kong.
Is that brand new?
Brand new. It's coming from Hong Kong. And Falcon Zord, as I said, is coming next week, hopefully. But I'm pretty sure that's it. We've gotten through all of the items in the Power Rangers haul, so we may as well get to Q&A in just a second. Let's pop this box over here. There are a couple more arrivals that I quickly want to showcase before we get to some Q&A. So, Bulletproof Villain, the Aussie toy seller, will be doing some work with them on the news video. They've sent me some merch, which is awesome. So I've got a Bulletproof Villain hoodie and some Power Rangers items as well. So, Power Rangers SPD Red Ranger. Never seen Power Rangers SPD, but I will be. So I'll probably be keeping him in box until I've actually watched the show, so I can actually appreciate him fully. Power Rangers Zeo Blue Ranger. So the only other Zeo Ranger that's out is the Gold Ranger in the 2-pack with the red Mighty Morphin figure. I didn't pick that up, but luckily they are selling him separately, so I'll be getting that. And then the final Power Rangers item, this room is now Power Rangers jam-packed, is the Shadow Ranger from Power Rangers SPD, who appears to be a dog. I don't know where his snout goes when the helmet is on. Does the snout go up, or does the snout go down?
Where's the... Can I see it? Oh.
It's weird. It's weird, but anyway, we will get to that whenever I watch that, and I will let you know what we think, or what I think about that.
Questions.
Yes, questions.
So what brand are those smaller Zords behind you in the glass cabinet?
Oh, those are from Bandai. They're Super Mini PLA, PLA. They're little model kits. You do have to put them together, but they are fully articulated. They are more articulated than like this guy right here, which is crazy. I've custom painted mine, so the Dragon Sword battle mode, I'm not sure if you can see him in the back here, this guy right here, he's been fully painted, proper silver and gold and green and everything. And then I do have another spare set, where it's the tank mode and Dragon Zord just over there on the side. This one in the back is by Super Robot Chogokin, so that is sort of like the super high-end, fully die-cast one. They're quite hard to find now, is the issue.
You didn't paint that, did you?
No.
Okay, good.
I didn't paint that. But they're quite hard to find now. We got them in Japan when we were there. They were even... We did a lot of hunting. We missed them a couple of times because when you go into a shop and it's so full of stuff, and you're just sort of blitzing through and you're trying to look at stuff without, spending too much time focusing on one thing, you miss stuff.
It's overwhelming. It's like coming into this room and like trying to like find what you want to buy. It's just like a lot to look at. You need to, I think, going back the second or third time to
you got to go back.
Helps.
Yeah, you've got to go back.
How much do you think you've spent on Star Wars, Marvel, and DC altogether, but only those three?
Oh. I don't know. I really don't know.
So hard.
That's very specific, sir. I don't even know in total, to be honest. I've stopped keeping track. My spreadsheet hasn't been updated in a while, which is bad. I should probably do that.
Philia wants you to lift up the Mjolnir so you can prove that you're worthy. Didn't even have to stand up.
It's rather heavy. It is metal, but am I worthy? You can let me know. Worthy of what? Worthy to review the toys.
Do you know about the 1/6 Marvel Legends?
The 12-inch ones?
They said one. He said 1/6.
Well, they're
So
not
is there 1/6
quite 1/6, but they are 12-inch, which is they're a little bit smaller. They're round about 12 inch. They're a little bit smaller than Hot Toys. Like if you get the Black Panther, the movie Black Panther, he's a little bit smaller than the Hot Toys one. But yeah, I know about them. They look alright. They're very articulated. So if you want to have something in a crazy dynamic pose and you don't want to ruin your Hot Toys one, maybe that's something you look at.
Love the Zords. Are you also going to get Titanus?
I don't know. Maybe. I found a seller who is willing to sell Solo Chogokin Titanus, which is the same as the Legacy one, for those of you who don't know. But he's pricey, and he's also rather big. And he also doesn't do much. So I don't know. But maybe. I have all these other Zords.
Like, he'll get to a point where he's gotten them all, and he's like, well, why not? I know you.
We will see.
Do you have the Toys Era cable?
Yes, he's right here actually. Check out the collection tour. It's the first cabinet, so it's right towards the start. I'm starting to lose my voice. But Cable is here front and center in the Deadpool collection. That's an amazing figure. I love that one.
Do you have a Tesla?
I do. I have a Model 3 Performance, but it's the Performance without the Performance Pack, which people have told me doesn't exist, but I can attest to the fact that it does exist because I own it. So the only difference is I've got the normal brakes and the standard wheels because the ride on the 21-inch Performance wheels is rather stiff because there's no air suspension on the Model 3. So that's why we opted for that. Not that we really had a choice because we did a trade-in anyway.
Yeah.
But that's what we've ended up with. Yeah. But I still have the performance of the Performance.
You can see it on the Justin and Steph channel. And
yes.
I actually quite like that it doesn't have the sports kit because it looks like a sleeper.
Well, it is. Yeah, technically that's what it is, right? Like people don't. If you just looked at it, you would think it's just normal Model 3, but until you see the badge at the back that says dual motor with the red underline, obviously, and then when you see it go, you'll know.
You'd have to know.
You'd have to properly know.
Teslas,
yeah. If you just saw it on the street, that it looks like any other Model 3, which I don't like because I want the spoiler and everything, but Steph likes that. So
I don't mind it. There's always people at the lights who like they try to challenge you. They're like, oh come on, and then it's like
no.
Bye.
No. Make a car channel, lol. There is a car channel. We used to do car reviews.
That's
so
how we met.
Good luck finding it, but it is still there.
What colour is it?
My car? It is grey. Or they call it, what do they call it? Midnight Silver. Awful name.
Yes. And I also have an electric car. It's a BMW i3, my little baby.
We're all electric.
Yes.
This
I converted just late
recently?
last year?
Not
this
even.
Year.
Yeah, like a couple
Early this year.
Like maybe 2 or 3 months ago. Not even that long ago.
Yeah. What camera do you use for your reviews?
Ooh, that's a good one. So I use 2 different types of cameras for one for making the videos and one for doing photography at events and for thumbnails. So the one I use to film is my iPhone 11 Pro Max in 4K at 60 frames, and I use the app called Filmic Pro. So that gives you control over exposure, ISO, white balance, color grading, all that stuff in the app, so you don't have to do it afterwards in post-production. It saves you a lot of effort there. You can do it in the actual while you're filming. And I'm fine with the iPhone. I've got 3 lenses, wide, normal, and telephoto. It works for me, and it's super easy to plug stuff in. I also edit all of my videos on my iPhone. So
it saves a lot of time. Imagine shooting very high quality footage
big files
on a DSLR or another expensive camera, and then spending several hours transferring those files, then finding the ones you need, cutting them, editing them, all that jazz. It's just so much easier. It's
much easier to use your phone. Film, edit, all on one, so I'm fully mobile. I can do it from wherever. And then for the thumbnails, I use the Olympus. I'm still not 100% over this, across this name. It's the OMD EM 5 or 10 Mark III. I don't know. I don't remember.
There's a lot of branching off of those
Oh my
models.
gosh, there are so many, there's so many different versions, but we got the good one.
Went crazy with
we got the good one with the interchangeable lenses and whatever. That's the one that I use to take photos and to film at events because it can see through the glass and it's super high res.
It's nice.
There you go.
There was a good one before. What do you think of all the? Do you think all the hot toys that were meant to be released this summer are going to be delayed?
Well, they're starting to get back on track now. They've just done the Punisher War Machine, who literally is in the cabinet right there. He looks amazing. I'm really impressed with him. And the Hulkbuster Deluxe just came out, so they're starting to catch up. But yes, I wouldn't be surprised if we see some delays.
Aaron asked what our favourite cars were.
Oh. My favourite car is probably the one that I have right now. I don't think I've owned anything better. My second favourite's probably, we used to own an Audi S1 and I really liked that.
Oh, I miss that car. Every once in a while I say that was just fun to drive.
Yeah.
It's like a supercharged go-kart. It's so fun to drive. But as in what about cars that we don't own?
Oh, still my car. The Tesla, either the car that we have now or the Tesla Roadster. I don't really, the good thing about a Tesla is it kind of does everything that you need it to, and Peter will probably attest to this because he just got one as well. It kind of does everything that you need it to. You don't really have that envy. Whenever I was in whichever car that we had previously, we owned a couple of Audis, BMW, and I was like, oh, what's next? It was always like, oh, what's next?
And those cars unfortunately do age quite poorly and depreciate
and
quickly. So this is the first car that updates itself over time and improves over time, and our dear friend Elon is still releasing
our dear friend.
more news every so often. So it's like it's a one and done car, which is really surprising.
It's pretty much, you buy it and then it's either modular where you can upgrade it, like the full self-driving computer that's being installed on Model S's right now and X's, and you can sort of keep it going, or you maybe eventually have to upgrade, but you also get over the air, like downloadable software updates, like the full self-driving is going to be able to be downloaded. I've never experienced that with any other car, so that's why I love them.
And I used to love supercars like crazy, like really like crazy exotic cars growing up, thinking that was the dream. But in reality, once you're actually driving, you're like, I want to be able to get into my car without having a back injury. I want to, have it be road legal and, not be uncontrollable. And I want it to, like be comfortable to ride and stuff like that. So that's kind of like the nice middle ground as well. I, in middle school, in years 6, 7, 8, really loved the Roadster. That was the only car that was out at the time.
The Lotus, the original.
The first Roadster, which was essentially the Lotus.
Yes.
Nobody, I went to a girls' school, so nobody understood it. I didn't even fully grasp how,
back in the day,
electric cars were.
Back in those days, it was like the hot commodity. Like George Clooney was driving it, and it was like a celebrity commodity.
Yeah, I was the weirdo who had a car background on her laptop, and all the other
That's
girls
not
were
weird.
like,
That's fine.
You like cars?
How did you get to school? Did you walk? That's weird. What else have we got? Justin, it's Bruce, and do you have a P.O. box? Because I would like to send you a surprise. I do have a parcel locker, which is kind of technically like
Should we do one? Can you guys say if
we have a parcel locker.
We don't want people sending figures, and obviously there's
Please
no
don't send
way
any
you
figures.
would because they're super expensive. But if you guys have cool artwork, or you just want to send letters and tell us about yourself because we'd like to know you better.
Yeah, absolutely.
We might want to do something like that.
We can do that. Let us know. I've got a parcel locker, so I can pop in the description. Let us know if you'd like to see that. What do we got here?
Have you decided to stay in Oz and not move? Unfortunately, the current climate doesn't really allow us to move. We were really keen on, at some point this year, maybe moving overseas, but it's just not worked out that way.
Especially now, we can't even leave the country even if we wanted to.
Yeah.
So
the plan was
maybe next year.
Once we were married, it would be much easier for just one of us to get a visa, and then the other sort of gets one by default. That would be much easier than us trying to apply separately, making sure we both have sponsors and separate jobs and stuff working out. So it's just, we waited too long, and it's all sort of become blown out of the water.
Yep. Anyway, we'll have to wait and see how that goes. Okay. Do you want to read the comments?
Sure can. I don't understand what this means. What's the most expensive store car you've seen? As in a car in a dealership that we've driven past?
Oh, we've driven past.
Well, in Richmond, in Victoria, or in Melbourne.
McLaren, Bugatti.
Yeah,
there's
a whole
Ferrari,
street
their
just full
Lamborghini,
of
they're all
nice
there. So
dealerships.
plenty. I have a question. I have a great question. If you could name one, what's your favorite in your collection? The Justice League Batman is my personal favorite.
Do you know where I can find Power Ranger Turbo Megazord? Ooh.
Oh, yes, actually I do. It's not listed on the site yet, but if you want to guess what I'm about to say, mightytoys.com.au, they have the original DX Japanese release. I'm pretty sure they call it Car Robo, or something like that. But they have one, and they picked it up on a trade, so they will be listing that very soon. So that's where, mightytoys.com.au.
UK Sean Statue Collector has a few Hot Toys on pre-order.
Yes.
He was wondering if you have any info on the production. Are they shipping products at the moment?
Well, Hot Toys don't really ship anything. Who do you have it on order with? If it's through Sideshow, it'll be delayed even further because in the US, apparently Donald Trump is thinking about shutting down USPS. So that could be an issue. I don't know who Sideshow ship with. But Hot Toys production, I'm pretty sure, is back up. Factories in China are starting to reopen. They're down to, or they're at 1 to 3 of their workload before, so they're at a third of the workforce. But factories are operating again, obviously, because we're getting new Hot Toys product. But the way it works is Hot Toys manufacture in China in a factory that they have contracted out, and then those products are driven over the border to Hong Kong,
That's crazy.
and then the collectors come and purchase or pick up the items directly. I don't know how Sideshow gets the items. I don't know if it's sent directly from the factory to them, which I assume is what happens, and the factory organise all the logistics of that. But Hot Toys, I don't actually ship anything, it's just collected in person, and that's how I get my stuff. Toys Wonderland and their employees collect the stuff in person, and then they send it to me. That's how I do it. But right now, Toys Wonderland, check the website, the pricing is actually getting really good. So for those of you who are ordering from Sideshow, maybe you live in Australia like me, and USPS or I don't know how they ship is getting shut down, Punisher War Machine is actually cheaper than Sideshow from Toys Wonderland. You can have it now, rather than later. And I don't have anything bad to say about Sideshow. They've got great customer service. They offer a really good, range of products. But Toys Wonderland has it in stock now, and it's cheaper. Do what you will with that information.
It's just more direct. And
It's a no-brainer.
How patient.
To me. Anyway.
If you could choose any Arrowverse figure to be made by Hot Toys, who would it be?
Arrowverse, maybe Deathstroke. I don't know.
I don't love. Is that like?
Yeah, like the Arrow shows.
Oh.
Maybe.
Sorry, I didn't love those shows. I like
maybe
the Flash,
Deathstroke.
though.
Well, that's included.
Oh, okay.
But they're making Flash.
Yeah, well, that's fine then. As in, like,
Reverse Flash, maybe.
The TV show.
Yeah, the
Flash.
TV show.
Oh, that's okay.
Maybe Reverse Flash. He's good. Deathstroke, Reverse Flash, Superman, not the Tyler, whatever his name is, one, the Brandon Routh one from the crossover. That version.
Oh, yes. Okay. Question for both of us. 6-person team, 3 males and 3 females.
Whoa.
Feel free to do Marvel or DC. Ooh.
Oh, okay. Batman,
Yeah, that's...
Superman, Wonder Woman.
They're kind of OP then.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for. Captain Marvel.
Okay. So all the people who came from outer space and like
Yeah,
have
yeah,
way
yeah,
more
yeah,
power
yeah,
than
yeah,
anybody
yeah,
on
yeah.
Earth. Okay.
The dope ones. I'm picking the dope ones.
I'm looking at the X-Men behind you and I'm like thinking, oh, maybe Wolverine or maybe...
What am I at? I'm at...
what's the guy with the tail? The one who zaps around?
This guy, Nightcrawler.
Nightcrawler. He's
What?
cool. He doesn't have much other than just the fact that he can zap around, but that's a good thing.
Harley, maybe, because she's a bit crazy and you need a bit of entertainment. You
Yes,
think?
you need someone fun.
I need one more. Thanos. I guess.
Yeah.
That's a weird question,
With
but I like
the
it.
Infinity Stone.
Yeah, oh, you're with the gauntlet. No, I don't want the normal Thanos.
Done.
Although he
Super
kicks ass
easy.
too. What else do we have here?
Speaking of releases, another Thanos Endgame batch just got released, and guess who's getting one soon? Ryan.
Ryan! Can't wait for Ryan's pictures. By the way, if you haven't already, go and check out on Instagram, SSN_Ryan, that's 6 Scale Network _Ryan. His pictures are phenomenal. He's getting better and better.
I'm sure he's hidden them now because, like, everyone hides, like, their first few photos on Instagram. But Ryan started off, like, with no experience of editing pictures. He saw Justin's and he was like, oh, like, what are you using, and Justin said, look, there's heaps of tutorials online. And now Ryan's doing his own tutorials
Yeah,
because he's
literally.
that good. So just, it's amazing how quickly someone can, develop a skill. Do you guys do trading cards?
Not really.
Open trading cards, as in like when people do like, collecting and they do the mystery packs and stuff like that.
No. Trading cards that come with toys, I get some.
Yeah, but it's not
Does
like
that
you
count?
purposefully collect them.
No.
Unfortunately.
Not
As a
really.
kid, Pokemon cards were probably a thing, but
I
it was
didn't do
just to collect them. I had no idea how to actually play against somebody. Same with Yu-Gi-Oh! Like my brother was addicted, and then he went through a phase of just burning them for fun.
Oh.
Which is a real waste. Because he had some like first
Wow.
edition, like rare ones. One
That's
had
weird,
little
okay.
gold foil in the corner. That meant they were like first edition. But anyway, that was as far as it got. We didn't know how to play them,
So you may as well burn them.
but we burned them.
Do you know what to get?
Where to get?
Oh, yeah, toyswonderland.com.
But is it a Wade Wilson head sculpt with his like
Yeah.
messed up?
It's a Ryan Reynolds with the scarring. You can get that.
Why would you want that?
You can get a full figure actually. If you want just the head sculpt, you can get that. Or if you want the full figure with the outfit, you can get that too with the hoodie and all that. Toyswonderland.com.
What's your favorite Power Ranger season, episode, and character? Oof.
Whoa. Episode. That's very specific. My favorite season is probably season 2 of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I really like Lord Zedd, and I really like the Thunder Megazord. Favorite episode? I don't even remember the names of the episodes, even though I only just watched it recently. On Netflix, it kind of just keeps rolling. You don't get to see them. But my favorite episode would probably be the one where they get the Thunder Megazords, I guess. I really enjoyed that.
Is that like a multi-part series?
Yes, I like the ones that have the continuation. The ones where it's like, message of the day, and then
one and done,
yeah.
really short, believe in yourself, like, it's cute, but then, like, there was very little character
I like the
development.
ones with story.
Yes.
Those are the ones I like.
And it takes more than 20 minutes to get that
Correct.
out.
So if you're doing a multi-parter, then I'm in.
Question for me.
Oh.
Thoughts on the Star Race Harry Potter stuff? Some cool looking figures coming up. What do you think about past, previous, and coming up? I didn't know they were called Star Race.
Those are the janky ones that we keep seeing.
So yes, I have seen them in person, especially Harry and Hermione. I love Harry Potter, but not enough to ever buy, I think, the characters as figures. It just seems too creepy to me to get, like, a child as a toy. Sometimes they look okay, and sometimes they really don't. And I think it's just because it's so hard to make children well.
Yeah, they can look creepy, huh?
Yeah, because I go to dolls when I see that, and I don't like creepy dolls, so it's unfortunate because maybe as a kid I would have really liked them, but then that would be a very expensive toy for a kid, so you can't really win either way. Like, I love Harry Potter, but I'm more interested in collecting like Hedwig as a toy, or like the wands or something like that, and feel like I own stuff from the universe rather than the people.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I think people can relate to that. A lot of people prefer the role play sort of items rather than the actual toys themselves.
Well, I said this about Power Rangers as well. When we were shopping for like Power Ranger toys, I was like, why are people not selling the communicators and the morphers and the coins and stuff?
They did. They're sold out.
Well, yeah, okay, but like keep doing that because kids want to buy them. They want to be them. They don't want to have, like, some do. Like, you bought them. But yes. I think you would prefer to have those items.
I have bought a morpher, by the way. It is coming.
Yeah. Then, just a cool looking, a head sculpt of the dude in the movie or the show. I don't know. But you're one of those people who gets everything from it.
I'm gonna get everything. I have to say, this Megazord is relatively brickish. But that's not a bad thing. It's very classic. It needs a bit of a clean. This one is the only used item that I bought. It's been in Mighty Toys display cabinet for a long time. But he is hefty. He's a hefty boy. Wow. It's good to see sort of where they started from before the Soul of Jigoken one came out and sort of kicked ass, because that one's my favourite.
Are we Voltron fans? No, unfortunately.
Voltron?
And there was a lot of Voltron stuff in Japan as well.
Yeah, I've never seen Voltron, personally.
Yeah. Scale of 1 to 10, rank the Mark 50.
Like the figure or the armour?
It's a good question. Would you like to clarify, Robert?
The figure, probably a 9.
That's pretty high.
I really like it.
Yeah, I do too. Actually, that's like the most standout Iron Man figure. Did you just break something?
No. It's okay. Like, in this one, being the original one, the sword is very thick, the base of the sword, and if you shove it in, often the chrome gets stripped, so I was going to do it.
Yes, don't do that.
But then I didn't.
Kai Williams was saying that his dad's friend got an original Millennium Falcon in 1977, and it is now worth $8,000.
Whoa! Well done, sir.
That's
to you.
Crazy. Hi from Ecuador. It's 4 a.m.
Whoa!
Jesus. Well, thank you for sticking around. I don't know if you're up early or you're sleeping late, but
either way, thank you.
I feel you, because at the moment I'm sleeping at about 2 or 3 in the morning because my body clock is completely messed up with being isolated. Have we seen The Toys That Made Us? Yes.
Yes.
Great show. I
Really
think Justin
enjoyed
was
it.
almost on it at one point.
Can't confirm or deny that.
Can't confirm or deny, but it's an awesome show. If they ever do a Hot Toys one, I do hope they contact him. Are there any Stranger Things Hot Toys coming at all? And do you know if there are any 6-scale Stranger Things figures?
I do. There aren't any Hot Toys ones, but there are third-party ones, have a look at a company called Ace Toys. They make the Power Rangers, or sorry, the Mighty Heroes in 1/6 scale. I can't call them Power Rangers. But yes, they are making an 11.
Nice.
So, and she looks real. I think she looks really good. It's hard with kids' likenesses because they don't have all the detail and all the wrinkles and all that to come out and
That's
capture.
true. They're smooth-faced.
Yeah, so it's quite hard to capture a likeness, but I think they did a really good job. Me personally, I like it.
Oh, Les is here. She's late to the party, but she's
Hey!
loving what she's seeing because it's all Power Rangers.
Yes, Les, look at what arrived. All of the good things. The
Um,
Lightning Collection, Zords. It's crazy. It's crazy in here.
Voltron's on Netflix if we do want to
Voltron
catch up.
is on Netflix. They made a Netflix Voltron series.
Oh,
And they're making a Transformers one too, which I'm excited
Ooh,
about.
yes, that would be good. How are we going for toilet paper? We're going okay. The shortage
enough.
the shortage is over, thank goodness.
Is it officially fully over?
I'd say so. I
Okay.
saw a lot on the shelves on some sort of news video. But
Yep.
I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's gone around. It's pretty viral. There's this guy in Australia
God.
who hired like 20 people to go and buy, I think it was a total of 150 packs of 32 rolls. And because he couldn't sell them on eBay or wherever he was for his marked up price, he's now trying to return them, and the storekeeper gave him the middle finger. Which is totally fair, because screw that guy.
You can't do that. You can't buy a whole heap of toilet paper up and then try and sell it. That's ridiculous.
Ryan Kirkwood says body clock has been messed up for years. Join the club.
Ryan does sleep late. Ryan, stop doing that.
Will we ever show our pop collection? We'd like to.
Well, some of it's behind
if
us.
people are interested. We actually have been collecting for years, but every time we move, we put a lot more in storage. And then this is just what's come up since we've moved. So
There's a fair few there, though.
yeah, but there's more. There's probably
There's a lot more.
double that, but it's all in storage. And I'll try and post a photo on the Instagram of Justin's storage locker, but it's completely full and the pops are like all the way at the back and we can't get into it.
Yes, it's unfortunate.
Jeez.
Let me pop the Megazord up here. I disassembled him, but I might just pop him here as a live stream mascot.
Gunny, we do have PO boxes. Justin just has a parcel locker, so it's easier for him to get packages if he's not home. But we definitely do have PO boxes, and we can do the same sort of.
It's similar. It's the
thing
same
with
sort
them.
of thing.
Yeah.
Are you two a couple? We're actually married. So yes, you could say that.
As of the 8th of March.
Yep.
So it's been just over a month. That's crazy. Retro Gore can't find hand sanitizer. That's been a problem
Hand
here too.
sanitizer.
That's like the next thing that people started like hoarding,
Stockpiling.
which is a real pain in the ass.
Yeah, that's sold out.
Because we wanted to have some just in the car. Because like once you get out of the shops or wherever you need to, then the best thing to do is sanitize before you get in the car. But no, not available. Hi Justin, just bought an 89 Batman. He would look good in the Batmobile behind you. That's from Rob's reviews.
Yes.
You trying to tease him?
He definitely would. I have an 89 Batman, but he's standing over there in his own section. You need to pick up a Batmobile, Rob. You definitely need to do that. Ryan, I'll come back down sometime and we'll rearrange more storage lockers. I look forward to that, Ryan.
Oh god. Yes, Ryan knows firsthand. Every time Justin says, I need to go to the storage locker, like my heart just drops because I know how hectic it is in there.
It's very.
And Justin at first was really trying hard to like keep it organized. He was like stacking boxes in sort of size order. You know, you try and go from big to small, and he tried to keep Star Wars together and Marvel together. And now it's just like, just put it in and just slam the door shut.
It's just, now it's like, whatever. So the interesting thing about this guy is he's got a lot of bare die casts, so I'm going to see if I can use some metal polish and get this all looking nice and shiny. I reckon I might be able to do something with that.
Favorite franchise?
Favorite franchise?
In toys? In Hot Toys?
I think they just mean all together. That's very specific. Like movie franchise or like... Because people's like DC or Marvel or whatever, but I like both.
Yeah. It's hard because like I'll watch something new
I don't really
from
have a
somewhere
favourite.
and then I'll fall in love with that for a bit.
Like Dragon Ball, I really like Dragon Ball. Is that a franchise? I love Dragon Ball Z. Power Rangers, I really love Power Rangers. Transformers. I love everything. Not everything, that's a lie. I don't
That's
like
why
horror
we have
things.
this room.
I don't like horror movie things and stuff like that.
That's true.
Your favorite Iron Man suit?
Mark 50 for now. That might change when the 85 comes out though, because I really like the 85. I've seen it twice in person. No, 3 times in person now, and I really, really liked it, so we'll wait and see. Apparently that's coming soon. Sooner rather than later, so we'll have to wait and see about that.
Your glass shelves are epic. That's from Doesn't Sugarcoat. I don't even know how to say that.
It's okay.
I really
It's
want
fine.
to.
We don't want to butcher your name. Why, thank you. They're from shopfittingsdirect.com.au. That's where I bought them, because a lot of people ask me where I got them from. Leslie actually does have the same cabinet, or one of them. That's awesome.
Don't know if you guys saw the new Captain Marvel. Looks awesome. What are your thoughts? There's a few times people have said that, but I just thought I'd group it into one.
Oh, that's okay. I'm not going to tell you my thoughts, because a figure preview video with photos by
That's
Ryan
true.
Kirkwood is coming out very soon, so stay tuned for the figure preview video.
Um,
Will I be getting it though? Yes.
The 85 is weaker because it's made to handle the stones, but I also love the 85.
Oh, fair enough. I didn't know that it was weaker.
Oh. Okay.
I thought they were technically the same, because it's all nanoparticles, so technically the nano pieces or whatever can be rearranged to look like anything, right? So technically it could be the same, because it's like whatever he imagines, or is it like a set, like it can only be this? I don't know.
That's a good question. How do you maintain them in terms of dust, fading, like light?
Well, luckily there's like 0 sunlight in here. We've got full 100% blockout blinds. I should probably have mentioned that in the collection video. I'll do it in the next one. They're full 100% blockout, so there's no sunlight in here, which keeps the temperature relatively consistent. And we don't really come in here that often, so there's not that much dust. Sometimes the cat likes to come in here, so there's some cat hair here and there. But in terms of dust on figures, there isn't really any on the inside. But on the outside, the quarter scale ones, I've got just a feather duster type thing, and I'll go around and I'll do the quarter scale ones every now and then. But it's relatively fine. Like, it's not a huge issue, I've found. But a lot of people have their collections in the living room and stuff like that, and then you've got to deal with dust. But for me, it's fine.
Well, yeah, the first thing is the dust. I mean, if you're comfortable with dusting them often, then having them out in the open is great, because you don't have to have the glare.
Dust is people.
Well, yeah, dust is people.
Mostly. Mostly.
And then the other thing is temperature and humidity, and that's so hard to control if you're in like a temperate area. Is that what you call it?
I guess so.
So, like if you're
Fluctuates, you're trying to say.
Yes.
Yes.
If you're in a place that gets drastically cold or drastically hot, drastically wet, drastically dry, that's where materials are compromised, because they're not built to withstand like
Super heat, super cold,
yeah,
humidity.
they'll dry out, crack.
I've seen like pleather coats like just disintegrate in humid areas, but luckily here we're fine. We don't have any of that. Sometimes it gets relatively hot, but not in this room. It stays pretty consistent.
Steph, what do you do while Justin is filming? Is there a red recording in progress light above the door?
So Justin used to have his filming set up in the collection room in the last house, if you guys have seen that in one of his collection tours. It is now in our bedroom, because our bedroom has a built-in desk with like drawers set up underneath, so it's perfect.
Check the vlog on Justin and Steph, the second channel, if you want to see that.
Yeah. So now I can hear it wherever I am, and I have to be dead silent in the background, because the microphone will pick me up if I'm, I don't know, playing a game or watching something. So it's just like silence in the house whenever Justin's filming. And
it doesn't take that long though. Like,
no, you're very quick, and like you've got your process, so you like push them out pretty quick.
a lot of people have been saying, let me address the elephant in the room, if there ever was one. Some people have been saying that my reviews are a bit too formulaic, but I think they're getting confused by the fact that yes, there is a formula with how I go about the structure of the video. I'll do the intro, then I'll do the unboxing, then that will lead on to the accessories, which will lead on to the figure, then up close in the top half, up close in the bottom half, then we do a comparison, then we do the articulation, then we do the pros and cons, and then we wrap up. That's the formula, if you will. But what I tell you about each figure is obviously not the same between each one. So, yes, there is a formula to the structure of the video, but in terms of the content itself, I will not just be telling you the same thing about a Batman figure as I will be about an Iron Man figure. They are two completely different things. I will be talking about the upper torso in both videos, but I'll be telling you different things about each figure. So, for those of you who are offended by the fact that I keep
I'm
the...
offended about that.
No, but some people can be. People who are offended about the structure that I keep in my videos, I apologize, but that's the structure that I like, and I like knowing that if people come and watch my videos, then they're going to get the same...
They know what they're getting.
Correct. The same consistent structure and experience each time, so they know what to expect. It's not just all over the place and I'm talking about this, I'm talking about that. There's a nice structure, and that's just the way I like to do it.
For me, like, not necessarily with your reviews, but if I'm watching, there's a channel I'm binge watching right now who just does hauls of clothes, makeup, everything, especially Japanese stuff, which is, like, in right now for me. And I'm not gonna lie, I skip ahead through a lot of, like, parts where she's just talking, and because I know where she does what when she's talking about an item, I end up, like, skipping because I know the formula, and I'm not encouraging you guys to skip through Justin's video.
People do skip,
But
that's fine.
it just means that you know what you're looking for in the footage. It's kind of convenient.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I like to keep it that way.
Where was that comment? He was talking about the actual suit being weaker, the 85, not the figure.
No, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, in the movie, it's like nanoparticles, so technically they aren't... Isn't like a nanoparticle the same? Like, I don't know. Too sciencey for me. Movie science.
Yes. That's one hell of a water bottle. I'm just drinking the remainder of my sparkling water. I bulk bought
Yeah, like five of these sparkling...
5 bottles of sparkling water just because I'm trying to get off soft drinks or soda.
Yeah, I think they call it soda pop.
Pop soda. So sparkling water is the closest I'm going to get, and I don't like plain water, which is really bad.
What's your take on the Hot Toy Deathstroke? Well, I have a whole review on it, so I really do like it, but check out the review for more in-depth thoughts. TLDR, I love it.
How often do you just sit back and enjoy your collection, or is it about the hunt and the best figures or the newest?
How often am I in this room? Pretty much never. I, unfortunately, the nature of having to work from home and also producing content, I'm not complaining about it by any means, but I'm often quite busy, and then obviously we're spending time together as well, watching TV or whatever. I don't pretty much ever come in here unless something new arrives and I put it in the display case, or if I'm moving stuff around, that's pretty much it. I don't often have time to come in here and sit down and actually look at the stuff. I wish I did have time to do that, but I don't often come in here, to be honest.
Yep. It's
Sad.
often when guests are over, then you spend a bit longer because you guys are
They want to
just
see it.
talking about
Yeah.
going through it all. I know it's been like 4 years, but Team Cap or Team Iron Man?
Team Iron Man.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I just like the actual reasoning, like that
Oh,
the
right,
two
right.
fought over. I actually agreed with Iron
Fair
Man
enough.
on it. Sorry, I'm just trying to keep up.
Picking a good one.
Is it worth purchasing both Mark 85 versions?
I think so. They're two very, very different suits of armor. But if there's one particular moment in the movie, maybe the part at the end, obviously, then go for the battle damage one. But I think they are different enough to warrant both. Same can be said for Thanos. And now I'm thinking I'm getting 2 Thanoses.
Damn.
I'm looking up there. Anyway, we'll worry about that when the time comes. There's plenty of room up there now, thanks to Ryan, though.
Does your wife help you arrange your collection? Not really.
She arranged these.
Yeah. I
These
give
Pokemon.
suggestions, like, on how to group them, but when it comes to posing, I have no idea. And sometimes it's to do with, recreating a scene or something like that. So I just sort of let Justin's passion and creative juices flow, and I might just say something about the spacing because for me it's just an overall visual thing sometimes. Hope you're all well. Are you guys ever going to review some of your Hot Toys older figures in quarantine and in between releases? You could review stuff like DX Bespin Luke.
I saw your comment on my video. I just haven't gotten to answering that, sir, but I don't like reviewing something unless I have a box for it, especially if it's a Hot Toys product, and unfortunately because of the state that we're in right now, I can't really get out of the house to get the boxes, but maybe I'll do them eventually. I have done a few retro reviews on the channel over time, but that's when I buy older stuff that, you know, is like just arriving, and then I have the box there and I can do it. I haven't really thought about doing stuff like Bespin Luke, no. Also, the figures, the older they are a little bit more fragile. Bespin Luke, especially his boots, that suede sort of material, I'm very worried about it. It's cracked ever so slightly, but that's from when I bought it, because I bought it used. So I don't really want to mess around with it too much, and now people are expecting me to do articulation. I already damaged the Punisher War Machine today, doing the articulation. I know that sounds silly, because I'm just moving the joints as they should be, but in a realistic scenario, I wouldn't have put the joints to their limit if not for the video. So, and I don't want to complain about it, but I also am. If that makes sense.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
Anybody would be mad. Even if you weren't making a video, you would be upset that you damaged the figure.
Correct.
Yeah.
So I'm a little bit frustrated about that. That's why I don't really want to go back and push older figures like that. Also the box thing. So there are a couple of reasons why I don't want to do that. Also, there's heaps of content going out in the meantime. There's live streams like this. Peter's posing videos, which are amazing. He also has new ones coming up. So the backlog of older content is still going. Obviously, you see it coming up every now and then. Leslie's still making her awesome news videos, and Ryan is still making his awesome photography videos. Steph's still making her awesome vlogs. So there's heaps of content in the meantime. Plus, if you want to see any of this, let me know. This stuff is here. I can review it. Let me know.
Yeah, no, there's no shortage of content, that's for sure. Les and Ryan plan on pitching a tent and staying in here next time.
It's tight.
No need for a hotel, guys.
It's pretty tight in here, guys. I don't know if I recommend doing that.
Hi from Manchester. Do you guys have any Lego, and if so, what?
We have some random Legos, like, Steph bought me a Batmobile one time, like a small one, not the huge new one. We have just random things, Lego things. We're not huge Lego collectors.
It's more to do with the fact that the multiple times we've moved, I've had to just put them back in the box and they've disappeared off the face of the earth. I just struggle with the fact that they're so fragile and they'll come apart and I'll miss a piece and then like the whole thing's just ruined for me. It's like a puzzle where you're missing a final piece, so I just don't like risking it.
Fair enough.
And just the room. Like I really love that big Hogwarts that came out. I think it was 2-3 years ago.
That's huge, that thing.
That thing's awesome, but like where would you put it?
Not in here, that's where. There's no space.
Can you please give your opinion on the Winter Soldier figure? I want it, but it's so exy in Australia.
Oh, he is pricey. The original Winter Soldier, I really like it. Be careful if you're buying a used one because the outfit is quite fragile. I got lucky with mine. I got him relatively cheap, and also the outfit's fine. But, that being said, unless you really, really like the movie, there are multiple other versions. And I think, is he talking about Cap or is he talking about Winter Soldier?
Oh, my bad. Where's the comment? No, it just says Winter Soldier, you're right.
Okay. Well, if you're talking about Winter Soldier, I would actually recommend the Infinity War one over the solo movie one. Unless you really love that movie, then I would say anywhere under $450 is reasonable. If it's over that, then they're dreaming.
They're dreaming. Minecrafter says if you're buying the Tesla Hot Wheels, buy the Model 3 or the 2008 Roadster, but don't buy the Model S as the front is not scaled correctly. That's very detailed.
Whoa.
But thank you for
That
that
is very
information.
detailed. I will be buying the Model 3 because that's the one we have. And
Yes.
in the right colour as well. I've seen that it does exist.
Yep. Will you be buying Mondo Catwoman tomorrow?
Yes. I'm pretty sure that would be tonight for us or something. I was originally under the assumption, or under the impression I should say, that they weren't doing a pre-order window. They said that in the blog post. They said it's just going straight to release, but now they're doing pre-order for June. Totally fine, but yes, I will be getting that to go along with my other animated series Mondo figures, which you can see in frame right behind this collection here.
And do you have G1 Transformers?
I have Masterpiece ones. I don't have any G1 ones. You can see the Masterpiece guys. I have the whole set. These are the only ones that, number one, arrived recently, and I haven't had a chance to put them in storage. That's why they're here. And also, I really like them. But I don't have original ones. No, I only have Masterpiece, Movie, Beast Wars, G1. So that's what's in there.
You. TG Collects also lives in Australia.
Oh, nice.
Would love to meet us and see our figures. If you are in Melbourne, or if you'd like to travel to Melbourne,
Let
you
us
are
know.
most welcome. Do you have any Mezco 112?
Yes, there's a few here, right here. That pose is absolutely awful. I need to fix that. There's some of the Justice League, there's the Ghostbusters, and I have a whole lot more literally sitting just outside the door in a plastic tub.
Where is it? Steven says, Legacy Megazord looks great, but are you missing the guns at the back, or are they in the box?
Yes, I can't find them in the box, so I'll be hitting up Mighty Toys right after this. I was just looking. Good spotting, sir!
This is the used one, yeah?
This is the used one,
Ah,
so
okay.
unless I misread the description and it doesn't come with the guns, in which case I will either buy them or 3D print them.
Yes, that's true. We can 3D print them. Hello from California. That's from
Hello!
Louise.
Be safe. I know California's a bit crazy right now.
I bet. What's a good price for Joker 2.0 Hot Toys?
The DX11, I don't want to really give any price recommendations on him because it fluctuates so wildly and he's really expensive. So whatever you're comfortable with, if you really, really want it, then go for it. Me personally, I think that the quarter scale one is probably cheaper, it's bigger, it has more of an impact, and I like it more. And that's not, you can't really often say that a quarter scale one is roughly the same price as a 1/6 scale one.
No.
But because it's so expensive now that it's sold out, I would say go for the quarter scale one. That's just my opinion. A lot of people don't like the quarter scale one. I love it.
If you have the space.
Yes, if you have the space.
There was one earlier that I've just remembered, which was, have we ever disagreed on the look of a hot toy? And, well, no, it wasn't a hot toy, it was a figure.
Oh, yes.
Which is the Joaquin Phoenix Joker.
Oh yes, the top Joker. Yeah, Steph didn't see Joaquin's likeness in there. I still say that it's pretty good, but Miss Collection does not like it.
I just think he's got such prominent features. He's got such a strong face that it would be very difficult to mess that up. But I feel like they did, which is a real shame. I mean, I have no problems with the outfit or anything, but I just didn't see him.
Fair enough.
Yep. Have you seen the Batman and Joker Noir 1/6 Sideshow? Just got them in the mail the other day. They look amazing.
Oh yes, the like grayscale ones. I have seen those. They look interesting. They look interesting. I'm not going to get them myself. I don't have much Sideshow stuff. I have a few pieces here and there, but I'm not really into that. The comic book
That's
style.
fine. Yep.
That's just my personal taste.
Are we into JDM cars or supercars?
Supercars more than... What's the JDM? That's the Japanese ones?
Yeah, the imported Japanese
Not really
cars.
into those.
I was, and then, like, meeting Justin, he was super into European cars, like Volkswagen Group. So I just converted because I drove one. I was like, oh, this is what I've been missing. So as much as I love Japanese cars, like, none of them really, to me, stand up to Germans. And
You're going to get some spice.
I feel like I've really offended some people.
Sorry, his legs were on the wrong way. Now he's been rectified. Everyone.
Yeah. But JDM's great if you love working on them. They're your babies. They're project cars.
Fair enough.
What's a good price for a dark side? Oh, there's a lot of.
Oh
what's a
no,
good
not the price asking.
Yes. Okay. I'll skip them. Sorry.
Okay, sorry anyone who's wanting to know prices. The
Um,
best way to find out what a figure is going for, and this will cover all figures, is to go to your local eBay page, whether it's Australia or US, type in the item and go to sold or completed listings. That will roughly tell you what stuff is selling for on the aftermarket. If it's a sold out item, they'll be more expensive. And then you can decide whether or not that's too much. When it comes to a figure, if it's something that you really like, a character or a film that you really like, then only you can determine what is a good price. So that's my advice. See what they're selling for and see if you're comfortable paying that. If both are yes, there you go. It's a good price.
Strong opinion from Mervol.
Yes?
There is still no good Joaquin Phoenix figure on
Oh.
the market right now.
That's spicy. I tend to disagree. I really like the Toys Era one, and I think the top head sculpt is actually really good. You will see that in a future video. I really like that one, personally.
What happened to your Bane and Two-Face?
They're in storage, actually. I don't have really an area to display the Dark Knight collection, plus I don't have Batman, which is like...
Kind
you
of
don't just
integral.
wanna, yeah, you don't just want to really have Bane and Two-Face on display. It's a bit of a weird collection, but some people might want to. I have the quarter scale ones. I've got 2 Batman figures, the Dark Knight Batman, and also the Joker. And they're the quarter scale representations, I think, say enough. You don't need the 1/6 scale and the quarter scale, in my opinion. That's just my choice. A lot of people do like both.
Does Toys Wonderland ship to the US? Yes.
They ship worldwide,
Yes.
actually. Anywhere you are in the world, you can get your goodies.
Doesn't Sugarcoat says he's a muscle man. Muscle car, not muscle man. You could be a muscle man.
You could be!
But you are a muscle car man, and that is absolutely fine. We like muscle cars too, but
Yeah, more of an appreciate than a want to buy.
they're not big in Australia. It's very expensive for us to import cars from the US. The only
You can get the Mustang
muscle
easily.
car we got was the Mustang. It's sort of like a dampened down version as well. So, yeah, not that popular and also super overpriced.
Leslie, if I play with the Megazord anymore on camera, you're going to want one. Well, Leslie, I think you should get one. This is the OG one, though. I don't... Like, this is cool to have because the Solar Jigoken one that I have over in that cabinet, it's really expensive. This one's used to be kind of cheaper and easier to find, but this is more the sort of blocky, kid-friendly version. I would 100% recommend the Solar Jigoken one, which is the other one. I actually have 2 of those now, for some reason. I found one going really cheap on eBay, so I picked up a second one. But this is still good, don't get me wrong, and he's very heavy, and he is metal, but he's very blocky. Like, he has no elbow articulation. He has no leg articulation at all.
He's just there for you to look at.
He's just there, so that's good. You can split him down to the individual Zords, and then they've got some little, like the T-Rex, his arms move and stuff like that. So that's what I might do, because I have the full Megazord on display over there. But, yeah, he's not really the penultimate Megazord, if you ask me. That is the Soul Shigoken one. But this is just a nice, like, classic version to have. He does also combine with the Legacy Dragon Zord, so that's something, and I will be discovering how to do that at some point.
Yes, even though that thing doesn't move very much.
This thing, he also needs a bit of a clean. He's a bit dusty.
Yeah,
His silver, his metal parts, I'm going to polish him up quite nicely. And we will see how he comes up.
Do you think you'll start collecting anything from Halo?
Halo. I really like the game franchise Halo. I've considered picking up the 3-0 Master Chief. Maybe if the price is right, one day I will buy him. But not really.
Yeah. I haven't played any of the games. I didn't have Xbox growing up.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Good night to Doesn't Sugarcoat. I don't know what time it is for you, but
Good night,
thank you
sir.
for participating. $5,000 for a Rocky Italian Stallion. Is that a good price? That's a joke.
No, not really. I did offer someone $1,000 once, and they still declined.
Whoa.
Luke.
Oh yeah.
So our collector
he's
friend
very
Luke,
nostalgic.
He's very nostalgic. He really likes Rocky. And he declined my $1,000 offer, unfortunately, but that's fine. One day we will achieve that figure. But I've got the 2 other versions of Rocky, and they're both amazing, so I'm happy with that for now.
It's 5:30 p.m. for me in Singapore. Ooh.
Oh, that's not
That's
too late.
that's
fairly. That's
2
not that
hours
far
behind
off. Yeah,
us,
that's not
which
too
is
far
most
off.
countries in Asia.
Yep.
I may have missed it during a collection video, but do you have the Guardians of the Galaxy Thanos on the throne?
Yes, I do. He is sitting with the Guardians. Check out the 4th cabinet in the collection tour video, and you will see them. I'm thinking about doing separate collection updates, like the DC cabinet, the Marvel cabinets, the Star Wars cabinet. So if you just like Star Wars, you can just watch the Star Wars one.
Mm.
I might do that because the collection tour was an hour long. I don't know if you've ever tried to talk continuously about... Because I like to narrate when I'm doing the collection tours. It's quite tiring, and you run out of breath.
You should have seen him or heard him in the background of filming the most recent collection tour.
I was putting it off for so long because I knew that it was going to be a lot of work, and again, it sounds like I'm complaining a lot in this stream, but I promise I'm not. I'm happy to do it, but I had to be in the right mindset. It was an hour. It was actually more than an hour. It was trimmed down a bit of talking.
Yes. And a lot of repeating yourself, because there would be times where you just trip on your words or the camera fails or something,
Ugh.
and you just go, and then, do the whole thing again, and you might not nail it that time either. It's a lot, but...
Yes, collection tours, unfortunately, are the longer format videos. And some people like just watching them with music, and that's totally fine too, but I like to make videos in terms of how I would like to watch videos. And I would like to watch someone narrating their content, their collection, because I want to know why they like this particular one, why they have it posed that way, why they have it on this shelf, why they have it next to this character. and I hope that people like hearing that too.
Yeah. It's probably more interesting than I just put this here.
Well, yeah, maybe.
There's a lot of people here. There's one from France.
Hey!
There's one from, I'm not sure it says it's 2:30 in the AM, so maybe America? Oh, here's another car question. What are your thoughts on the Ford Mustang Shelby GT500?
I'm not that well versed in muscle cars, unfortunately. All I know is Mustang. I'm sure it's fine.
I think it's the one that's like most popular in the white with the blue.
Oh, then that's fine. I like
stripe.
that one.
That car's hot.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
it's that one. Please tell me if I'm wrong. Is the Megazord the same size as the original? I have all my Zords from when they
Think
came
so.
out, and the boxes are now larger.
I think this guy is the exact same. They tried as close as they could to replicate him. The issue was that the original molds were broken, so they couldn't, or something like that they said, so they couldn't replicate him 100%. But this is quite close. This is before they started doing stuff like this guy here, where they didn't just use the original one, they actually added articulation and they made improvements. And especially on the Ninja Megazord, he had a lot of improvements. And the same thing on the Dragon Zord. This was the first Legacy release, and they did a non-diecast one very early on. I think it was 2010. That was the original one. And he was plastic, like this horrid grey plastic instead of the diecast.
I can imagine like that dull grey.
Yeah, it was bad.
Unpainted grey.
And he started off the Legacy line, and before they started improving it, instead of stickers, they did paint. This was the first one, and they did stickers. So, yes.
I think James might have missed when you said earlier where you could get the Master Chief in 6 scale.
Oh, I saw one at the Pop Culture Collector sale thing that they had going on. You can't get it like readily available, but there was one there. But he was missing the top of his helmet, so I didn't go for it.
Oh yeah, that would be
Too hard to find. Too hard to find.
Peter's setup is awesome. Quick question: does the lightsaber light up by itself, or is it custom made?
Peter's setup is awesome. It is custom made. There are a couple of different collectible manufacturing peoples. Check the description of his collection tour. He tells you actually, I'm pretty sure, the Facebook groups or whatever where he got them.
We've got people from Portugal,
Hey!
from Dubai,
Hello
and
there.
Sweden. That's awesome.
That's a worldwide audience. Well, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream.
If you had to scale back, which franchise would you then focus on? Star Wars, Marvel, DC?
That's so difficult. Probably Marvel, because they, obviously people have seen recently, they're pouring a lot of attention, a lot of money into Marvel. And if I was a collector that was just collecting one thing, I think it's pretty obvious by the collection tour. I've got 2 cases just for Marvel, so I'd probably go with Marvel. That's not saying I like them over any of the other ones, but just to get maybe like, you know, not the entire Justice League, looking at you, Cyborg, I'd rather go with a franchise where they're going to potentially create most, if not the entire line from movie, if that makes sense. I'm more about collecting the line than just getting my one favorite character. That's just me personally.
They didn't finish Suicide Squad, did they?
They didn't. No, they didn't do Captain Boomerang, didn't do Killer Croc, didn't do El Diablo. Not even third parties did those guys. I would have thought El Diablo would be easy to do. It's
I would
just
have liked Captain Boomerang.
Captain Boomerang would have been awesome. So unfortunately, yes. Unfortunately not.
Thank you for the kind words, Robert. I do like to think that we would be fun to hang out with.
Thanks, Robert. Thank you very much. When will the Punisher Warmer unboxing come?
War Machine.
Well, Vincent, the Punisher War Machine unboxing / review is uploaded. It is ready to go. I just need to do the title, thumbnail, description, tags, and publish it. So it'll be uploaded maybe within the hour after we've eaten dinner, probably.
Yeah. Esteban says it's 5:30 in the morning in New York.
Oh,
You're up very early.
Good morning to you, sir.
I loved New York when we were there. I asked Justin if we could move there
I
because
really like New York.
his company has a branch or an arm in New York.
Yep.
But yes, he doesn't agree with me that it would be nice to live at because it's just a very different lifestyle.
It's not for me.
Is Toys Wonderland shipping the Green Hero yet?
I don't think anyone is shipping the Green Hero yet. I spoke to Ace Toys yesterday, I think. Unfortunately, the factories, as I was saying, are down to about 1/3 of the staff, including the factory that's manufacturing their products. The Green Hero, the White Hero, the Armored Red, and the Armored Black are still, I think, being produced right now, so they're not ready to go. but hopefully soon. Really, really cannot wait for the White Ranger. I don't know how I'm going to do the video because of the white figure. I'll have to try that black background thing again, but better this time, hopefully. So yeah, but soon. Fingers crossed. I've got the green hero obviously sitting there. He's awesome.
Vincent asked what's for dinner. Justin's making carbonara. We bought pancetta at the market yesterday?
Yep.
Or the day before?
Yep.
I'm hyped to have your carbonara. The new iPhone was released yesterday. It's not a new iPhone, it's a re-released SE.
Well, it's not it's just it's a new thing.
It's a new thing,
it's
but
SE.
it's the S.
Yeah, it's not, it's like the cheaper end.
Yeah.
But that's
and
fine.
it's good because I think there's a lot of people now who probably financially
are
struggling.
And also older people, like smaller phones. Like my dad would love the SE, I'm sure.
Yeah.
He doesn't
he
like
sees
big
our
phones.
and he's like, well, you might as well just have an iPad.
Yeah, it's like, why is your phone so big? So people like that would absolutely love, and kids as well. It's a good entry point. Like they start at $750 in Australia, which in the States you're probably like, what the F? They start at $200 or something. But here they start at $750. Our phones, the 11 Pro and 11 Pro Max, specifically the 11 Pro Max, was well over $2,000. Yeah.
Yes.
Can you believe that? In the States, people were complaining that the iPhone was $1,000. Here we have to pay $2,000. And I know the currency conversion and all of that, but $1,000 is less than $2,000, no matter how you,
It's
it's
hard to swallow.
quantity-wise, if you had $1,000 in your hand versus $2,000, it is still more. Like, it's more money.
But they know it'll sell, so it works.
Well, anyway.
Do
Do you collect any model kits? Yes, I do. Some of these guys are model kits in the back here. The Power Rangers model kits. I love them.
What do we do for jobs? I'm not working at the moment. I foolishly left my job right before...
Well, can you say you're doing YouTube then? Is that...
Yeah, sure. YouTube's my job.
Yeah.
I left my job right before we got married and went on our honeymoon, and obviously with the current climate, it's kind of hard to find a new job. I did have a second interview with somebody the other day, and it seems like it's going to move forward, but it's hard because, like, you can't just go into the office and start working and training. It would be a very difficult thing for me to start training with somebody when I have to stay 1.5 meters away from
Distance.
them. So, yeah.
And I work for a telecommunications company.
Corvettes are better than Mustangs.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a...
Will you be getting the new Hulkbuster accessory? Actually, that's a good question. I may as well answer that here. No. It's quite pricey, and usually I don't shy away from that, but it's an arm. So I don't really want to spend a lot on an arm. Plus, I kind of like the symmetry of this guy right here. I don't want to swap the arm out on him. So I opted not to get it. I did have the opportunity to get it, but no, I will not be reviewing the arm.
And don't get confused, because there's like a viral video from Hong Kong going on right now.
The King Arts one, yes.
The one, from King Arts that does like a jackhammer mode, which, people are making like, offensive jokes about and stuff. But that is not what the Hot Toys one is. It doesn't
move.
Anything like that.
No, it doesn't.
Guess my age by the questions I've asked, and don't guess by my username, Minecraft the 2014. Well, because you like Minecraft, I'd like to think...
You're younger?
You're younger, because that seems to be the demographic, but then you ask very specific questions that make you seem very knowledgeable and older, so I don't want to say anything that offends you, but maybe, like, just under 20? Why do you mainly collect 1/6 scale?
Quality, I guess. The thing with me, and this probably like captures all the stuff that I collect, I like, and it's silly to say, but I like the high quality items because they are more accurate most of the time. Not all the time, obviously. When I was a kid, I would be like this, for instance, right? They give you this, but the Americanized version made of plastic with lightning bolts all over it, and then you watch the show, and you're like, hey, that doesn't look like the show. What the hell is going on here?
Yeah.
Even when I was younger, I would have preferred something like the Solar Chigoken one because the quality is there. It looks like how it's supposed to look like, and that's what I'm drawn to. I like prop replicas. I like, suits in movies and stuff, and I like seeing that pretty much realized in 1/6 scale form. That's why I go for the high quality stuff like Hot Toys over Figure Arts, because sometimes they're not all that accurate, and I prefer the fabric of the outfits because it's pretty much a miniaturized version.
It's a good scale to replicate something of life size. You can capture the material and the fabric, and it doesn't get too weird when you've got a tiny body and then the weave is, you know, too big. So it's a good size to capture detail at.
Les, it's a pricey arm. It's a more spice in your life that you don't need to be remorseful over. Thank you, Les, but some people expect all the reviews, but in this instance, I'm sorry to disappoint everyone. I will not be reviewing said arm.
Stefan from the Netherlands, I think I called you Stephen before. I'm looking to get a Spider-Man figure for my collection. Which do you recommend?
I recommend whichever is your favourite. So if you like...
you could go into, like, Tobey Maguire's
there
Spider-Man.
Are so many. Like, I've got the Spidey shelf I'm looking at right now, so depending on whichever Spidey you're after, all the cinematic Spideys have been done. Red suit, black suit, Amazing Spider-Man 1, Amazing Spider-Man 2, all the MCU Spideys, it's been done. So just pick your favourite, and then that's the one you go with. Except the red suit from Sam Raimi, that figure is not correct. But if you really love that one, then I'm sure you'll be able to make it work.
And they're all really fun to pose because of the fabric that they've chosen.
Except the Iron Spidey, you don't want to pose that.
Yeah. Hey guys, congrats again on the beautiful wedding ceremony.
Thank you.
What does Justin think about the Mezco Gomez line? They just released their Baron figure.
I saw that, the Baron. The thing is about me, and you might think just because I collect 1/6 scale stuff, I don't know a lot about other scales, but actually I spend the majority of my time when I am watching YouTube watching toy videos, and that's not just 1/6 scale stuff. So I did see D Amazing's review on Baron Benz, and I think it looks really cool. I don't know anything about it, and he admitted that he doesn't either, but he really liked the look of it, I guess. I don't know anything about Gomez other than the fact that it's Mezco's logo, and he's a roach. So yeah, he's weird. He looks weird, and he looks cool, I guess, in the suit and everything with the chucks.
It's kind of like Funko Pop making their own line of like creatures and monsters.
Yes, they did that.
I was just like, oh, what's this? And because I have no connection to it, it's really hard for me.
I think there's a comic now though with this roach thing.
Oh well, that's alright then.
So anyway, it's cool. I admire it from a distance. But yes, someone said, and I'm not going to say who said this, but someone said Justin knows F all about 6-inch figures or whatever. It's not true. So yeah, I know a fair bit, and I don't want to come across sounding rude or anything like that, but I do, as I said, spend a lot of time watching reviews, even if I don't buy it all, but I do buy a fair amount of 6-inch stuff. Just because I've never owned any DC Multiverse figures, which is also not true, I have owned the Mattel ones, I've never publicized that I've owned them before, doesn't mean that I don't know anything and can't comment on the quality of the McFarlane ones, if that makes sense, because someone specifically said that, and...
Just don't make assumptions about people.
Totally, yeah, exactly. And it doesn't matter how much or how many multiverse figures I've bought previously. If I like the new ones, I like the new ones.
Yep.
Leave me be.
Do
you have any Ranger helmets?
Oh yes, so we can go through that. Thank you for complimenting my shirt. I love it too. This is the first time I've worn it.
Dope.
And Minecraft is 12.
Whoa!
So you're a very bright 12-year-old.
You're
Justin's sister is also 12, and I talk to her like she's my twin sister. We're like, you know, we have full adult
maturity.
conversations. So totally, age doesn't really matter. Ryan loved the helmet flipping figures back in the day.
Yeah, those were pretty cool, but not very accurate because they had their logo on the chest.
They're not the ones where the head actually went inside the chest. Oh god, yes, I do remember those.
Yeah, but they had the power coin on the white diamond, which I hated.
He's very detail oriented.
I hated that.
Yes, so do you have any Ranger helmets?
I have one, and it's actually in the cabinet now. It was out previously, but it's now in the cabinet.
What did you do with your green one?
I traded it to Daniel.
Okay. So now you do only have one.
Yes, I have one. I've got the White Ranger Lightning Collection one, which whatever they bring out next in the Lightning Collection for helmets, because they're actually proper sized, not the previous Bandai ones, which were huge, like the Green Ranger one I had, which is enormous. This is actually proper sized. I'll be picking up all of them. Yep. Unless they're weird ones.
I bought you that one.
Yes, she did. Miss Collection bought it for me at Supernova.
It was really difficult because we all travelled as a group with Leslie, Ryan, Daniel, Justin's friend from childhood. We all walked around as a group, and there's me with like a massive bag and box behind me going, oh, this is Leslie's, I'm just carrying it for her. Like,
yeah, it was so hectic that I didn't really...
Yeah, you believe me.
I didn't really pay attention to it.
Have you ever ripped the fabric on a figure?
No, never. Not once.
I think figures have come to you with damage.
Yes.
And you've done what you can
To
with
fix
them.
it, yeah.
But
I don't push
no.
my figures that. I don't push my figures that hard. Most of the time I'll put it in a pose that I know it's going to be comfortable. Even fabric suited figures, I try not to pose too crazy, which is saying something because you can pose them crazy, but I try not to, and I'll just leave it at that. And they usually don't get damaged.
You will be getting the Endgame Captain Marvel, of course.
Yes.
Justin shall find the Force with Hot Toys. And Les confirms you do have an F-load of 6-inch figs. She can attest because she wants them.
Why, thank you, Les.
And she's
Leslie.
mad that you traded the green helmet.
I know, I saw that. Leslie, look at my lightning collection. I can't believe that it has grown in one day. I'm about to wall myself in. No, I'm not going to say that.
And goodbye, Minecraft. It was lovely speaking with you.
You're a very mature Minecrafter for a 12-year-old.
Yes.
Leslie, look at this. I followed in your footsteps, and now we have a wall of lightning collection figures.
Yay. Well done. I'm really nervous about that tower.
It will fall now.
If you were to go down the game game figures route, what would be the first thing to start the collection? Well, why don't you just name one that doesn't exist?
Oh, like that to be made?
I think so. Or he's just assuming that you don't actually have any or many game figures.
Well, if you're talking like cheaper ones, smaller ones like Marvel Legends, I have the Gamerverse PS4 Spidey. I really like the look of it, so I bought it. If you're talking Hot Toys, I have obviously the PS4 Spidey figures, and now the Future Fight Punisher War Machine. And that is from the mobile game, but I've never actually played that game. And of course, the Arkham shelf. It's got a whole shelf, so I've got a few video game
That's true.
figures.
Arkham
is dope.
Big line.
Other than that, not many video game chars. Power Rangers have a video game, I guess you could call them.
The Witcher would be nice, but you don't.
You have him.
Yeah, but you don't like Witcher.
No. And Uncharted, I've got Nathan Drake, actually. And Steph has Assassin's Creed. So we have a fair few video game figures.
Yes.
Excellent. I'm so excited to open it.
Just do it then.
I don't know if I should. I promised my sister that I would be waiting to open...
You've got plenty of stuff to open with her.
I've just gotten up to Season 3, and they're using this Megazord. Unfortunately, they didn't make a Legacy Shogun Megazord. Not that I even know what that is, because I never saw it as a child. But apparently it's coming up in Season 3, so I'm really excited. But this, I think, is going to be my favourite.
Alberto says, I hope they make an LC Green Ranger solo packed one. I hate the silver stripe on top of the helmet. In
Fair call.
You said the exact same thing.
Fair call. I think they are going to do that. I don't know why they wouldn't. I hope they do. But if you do get this one, I've seen people customize it. Just use some thinners and take off the silver.
Oh, yeah.
Can do.
Well, is that the only detail that's incorrect? Do
No.
you need to repaint it with any...
The holster is on the wrong side, and it's also white. It should be black. And the morpher should be gold.
That's a bit harder.
But those other things you can forgive, I think.
Okay.
But he's still, he does the job. I'm going to repaint the gold shield, I think, because I don't really like that gold. I want it to be more like the Goldar that I did. Maybe. And I might do the putty's face a bit darker. I don't know, because it looked a bit light here.
The whole thing looks a bit light.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know if I want to take a paintbrush.
Yeah.
I'm not really, when I have the idea of doing it, I'm really excited, but even if it turns out well, it'll never be usually well enough for me, except this Goldar. I'm actually really happy with the Goldar.
You did a good job on that.
I also have another Goldar, so I can rest assured that it's not ruined because I have a spare one.
But did you know that when you were painting him?
Yes.
Okay. What happens when you run out of cabinet space? Do you have another room? Not in this apartment. I think you'll just
Cycle, I
either
guess.
keep rejigging the collection room, or...
There's a surprising amount of space that's available that just, because stuff can still condense more, which is crazy because it looks like everything is at breaking point, but there's actually more space to be found. So I think I'll be alright for a while.
Or I'll just push to buy another house.
Or we do want to look at moving to another place, a bigger place at some point, so...
Yeah. Just having guests over and staying over, we've realised that it's probably
Difficult.
necessary to have them have a spare room rather than... I mean, they don't sleep in here. It's not a good idea to let them
No,
sleep
at
in
least
here.
one more room. A 3-bedroomer, I think, is necessary.
Ryan says, 4-year-old me would lose my mind over that stack, but Les says, I still do as a 30-year-old. Is that your wife? I sure am.
Yep.
Open Dragonzord.
Dragonzord. Okay. Who asked me to open Dragonzord?
That was Little Zebradores.
Okay.
What a cool name. How long can I leave a figure in a pose before I should put it back in the museum pose?
Depends
so
what
the
it's
joints
made
don't get
out of.
damaged. It's not so much about the joints to me as it is the material.
The joints. I've never really had much issue with joints, except for die-cast figures because they're heavy.
Yes, that's fair.
Whoa, this guy is pretty heavy. Got some die-casts in his feet. Oh, so
Probably
this guy.
to stop him from falling over.
This guy has no stickers, which is appreciated. So he's all painted. He smells
Like
plastic because he is new. He's brand new. He's never been opened, and I assume he's been in the box for. I'll see what the date is on the box. He's really struggling to stand up. Put his tail on in a minute. Hopefully that will balance him. This is from 2016.
Oh, so it's not that old.
He's a fair few years old. Here's his tail and his point.
Little pointy bit.
Tail point, and you assemble as such, and now you can, just like the Solid Shogoken one, you can articulate. I don't know which one I prefer, I'll have to compare them, but for now I like the chrome on the other one. What? Anyway, let's finish assembling him.
Meme Flick says he doesn't like the Power Rangers anymore. It's not the same like it was back in the day.
Beast Morphers. What is that?
His favourite Power Ranger was Samurai.
Samurai. Yeah, that one apparently is not too bad. I have to watch it because I haven't.
Thank you for the kind words, Jeremy is art.
What did Jeremy say?
Thank you for allowing us to have a window in your lives and collection. Have a fantastic day, everyone.
Wow, Jeremy, you are a nice person.
Cool, Justin, you found someone that is into what you are. Not 100%, but I'm supportive. I'm not fully into it as in I don't 100% understand everything as much as I'd like to. New figure smell, Ryan says.
Not quite, Ryan.
Miguel saw that video of us at the Bronx Zoo.
Oh,
it's
yes.
really funny when people find it without, without expecting it, because the odds of us just happening to be at that zoo, the day that lady climbed into the lion enclosure, is just.
I still can't
the
believe
odds
that.
were not with us, but it was just so funny.
Alright, Dragonzord is almost there. Whoever asked to see him, I'm putting his hands on. Which is a relatively difficult task to do, it would seem. Awkward silence.
Sorry, I'm just reading all the comments but not saying much. Alberto says his first two pieces were Heartbreaker.
Oh yes, I like that one.
And Mark 1 War Machine.
Die-cast or plastic?
We'll find out.
Here is the Dragonzord, whoever asked to see him. He is looking quite good. His tail is very long, but very well articulated. I don't know which one I prefer. Whether I prefer the Solid Shogoken one or this one.
Where is it?
He's there.
There's a lot more shiny stuff going on
Yeah, he's
on the
chromed.
Soul of Shogoken one.
He is chromed. This guy is more plastic, but not more plastic, he's just more silver rather than shiny. But he is heavy. He does have metal, quite a bit of metal, especially in his foots.
I think it's just the choice of paint that makes it look a bit cheaper. But
Yes. Also, he is much cheaper.
okay, well there you go.
There they are, friends.
Friends.
Look at that. Look at that. You can combine, so that's good.
Alberta says funds at the moment can't support diecast. Got it for under $200 though.
Oh, it's not bad. Yeah, the plastic one is still good. I owned that one previously.
Are you going to review the 7-inch scale Bandai Star Wars Samurai line? Is that?
Oh,
correct?
yeah, you know those ones that we saw that I always said I wanted to.
Oh yes, they're very cool. They're not that new though, are they? But they
They're
look
still coming
so
out
cool.
with more, but I don't think we will know. But I like the look of them. I appreciate them from a distance.
Yeah, artistically they're awesome.
Yep.
But you don't really get that sort of stuff.
What if your toys came back to life like in Toy Story, but you just didn't know it?
That would be
That'd be
creepy.
horrifying.
That would be horrifying.
I don't know why, as a kid, I probably didn't really connect to Toy Story, probably because of that very reason. I just was like, I don't want them to do that.
Creepy.
Please stay dead.
Les says Dragon Zord is beautiful. Dragon Zord is beautiful.
Have you looked at the Rambo 3x30? It's due to come out this or next month.
I didn't know it was coming out that soon, but I will be reviewing it. Yes.
Robert, if
3-0 actually. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this or not. I will be working with 3-0 more in the future. I will be getting products before they are released officially, starting with, which has I think already been sent, the 3-0 Game of Thrones. What's the main guy?
He's not the main guy, but it's Jon Snow, I think it is.
Him. It's not out yet, but I will be reviewing it before it's released.
He has no idea, just so you know. So you're gonna get a lot of, oh yeah, he looks okay.
They're sending it to me and I'm sending it
don't
back. I
know
haven't
him.
purchased it. It's not free. I have to send it back to them. But it's a pre-production sample, and they asked if I'd like to review it. I said no, but they said, hey, look, we really want to get your take on it, and I think your audience would like to see it. So I am now reviewing it.
Yes. It'd just be good
I'm excited to see it. I just don't know anything about the character.
Yeah, just to see it in hand. Ryan says, that makes me glad I don't collect a lot of horror figures. Yes. What was your first ever hot toy?
The plastic Iron Man Mark III.
And will you be getting Zorro?
No.
No. What's our favourite film in the DC series?
Mine is probably Birds of Prey now. I really liked it.
It was so fun.
Yeah.
Not, it's not going to win any Oscars. Maybe for costume.
Maybe.
But I know there's a lot of people out there who didn't love it because it was so wacky, and I think that's half the fun of it.
Yeah, that's what I like about it.
Yeah, it's like her personality just splashed on a screen. She's crazy, and the whole movie is crazy. And
yeah, I love it. But not crazy like Suicide Squad. That's another crazy, which I still like anyway.
Glad to hear you thought the LC White Ranger helmet was good, because I'm hoping they make green sometime. Cause he would like to display it with a dragon dagger. That would be nice.
That would be dope.
To have a
they are making a dragon dagger, and I will be getting that.
Ryan loved both Suicide Squad and Birds of Prey. Us too. You didn't love Suicide Squad.
I like it. Well, enough to buy all that.
Yes.
But yeah, I like Suicide Squad, but I like Birds of Prey more.
Do we think they'll make a sequel? That would be nice. No. But I don't see it happening. And it wouldn't be so much about Harley as it would be.
Well, they're making Suicide Squad.
Yeah, exactly.
The Suicide Squad.
She'll be in that. But then.
Is that not a sequel?
No, it's Suicide Squad sequel. But the Birds of Prey are meant to be those three ladies who formed their own group at the end, and I don't see enough interest in them to form a movie, which is sad. But yeah they didn't have enough screen time to really sell it.
You'll see Harley again. That helps.
Les says, tell everyone about the Hasbro Zords. Winky face.
Yes. I don't know if there's been a bit of news about it, but not that much. But not only did they show off the Dinozords, which obviously combine to make this guy right here, with articulation, and they will be selling them in separate packs. But recently in Melbourne, actually, in our hometown at the toy show, they showed off the Zeo Megazord. I haven't seen Zeo. Les has, and she really liked Zeo. But that one also looks really good. And it can move. Like, can you imagine putting elbows? Like, what? And, like, legs that go forward? Can you imagine that?
Well, it'd have to be entirely...
I'm being facetious.
Yeah, you'd have
Of course, you'd expect there to be leg articulation and arm articulation. But I'm just taking shots at Bandai. But, yes, it actually has articulation. It can combine. It's not very well painted. And it's aimed at a cheaper price point. However, the sculpt is there, and it does everything that I need it to. I will be picking it up, and I'll hopefully be getting a Repro Labels decal set for it, or painting it myself, which I've painted a few things here and there. I've got an airbrush. Not that that makes me qualified by any means, but I know how to use it.
He still makes a mess with it. So.
Still make a mess with the airbrush, but I like to think that I know what I'm doing enough to be able to repaint something if I want to.
Megalo says, if they throw Poison Ivy into a sequel, then it would probably sell.
Someone did say something about them working on a sequel with Poison Ivy, but I don't trust the source where that was from.
That would be awesome, though. That's a very important pairing that they haven't brought out yet. Do you plan on getting a Saba too? I think you may have answered that.
I will be getting the Legacy. Eventually, I'll be getting all the Legacy replicas, Saba, the Blade Blaster. I've already bought the Morpher, so yes,
Yes.
I do.
And the Oscars may as well be cancelled since they're cancelled at E3. So yeah, maybe.
Yeah, but they might do it like virtually.
I'd be curious to see how they manage stuff like that. That they feel like
Well,
it's
we
like
don't go anyway.
no,
so.
but like people watch it. It'd be like an important event that especially the people involved in making movies would like to see happen. Imagine being someone who made a movie at the right time and then
I think they'll do it virtually.
not having it win anything because they're just like, oh, we've
They
cancelled.
could even just announce a list online. It's not the same.
No, just
But-
post a list. It's like, did I make it? Did I make the team?
Yeah, they could easily do it. I'm sure they'll, in one way or another, it'll still happen.
What time is it there? It is
Dinner time!
8 p.m.
We'll wrap up fairly soon because I'm getting a bit hungry.
Yeah. Man, I wish they gave us a smaller size Zord from the 2017 movie.
Yeah,
They
that
were
thing
just-
was like this big, huh? It was
They were
huge.
just too big, which is why I didn't get them.
Yeah, that was way too big. And also, it wasn't that well done. Bandai, I think, was getting a bit too big for their boots on that one.
What other weapons would you like to see in the Lightning collection other than the Dragon Dagger?
I would like to see a new Blade Blaster. Not that the old one was bad, but I'd like to see their take on it. That'd be awesome. I'd like to see them redo all the props that Bandai did. I'd like to see the Communicator. I'd like to see Hasbro's take on a Morpher. I think that'd be really fun. They'd probably put a lot more sort of gimmicks in there. Not that that's a good thing, but probably lights, sounds, all of that awesome stuff. In terms of other weapons, maybe the Power Rangers in Space gun. I really like the look of that gun. Other than that, Sword of Darkness maybe from the Green Ranger's second sword, the evil one. That'd be cool. And all the other power weapons. Not that that will ever happen, but that would be awesome.
Oh
The
my
bow
God.
and the
Imagine if they made a bow.
yeah, the
People
bow
would be
and the
using that
lance and
for
the axe.
cosplays and stuff like
Yeah,
crazy.
exactly. And I
Yeah.
think that's where they could really make a decent price point. I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe.
if it was all plastic, first of all, it needs to be safe to go into a con.
Yep.
So it'll be cheap to make, cheap to sell, and it'd sell like crazy.
The Power Sword as well. Bandai made one of those, but I'd like to see Hasbro's take on that. I'd like to see them do all the power weapons from the first season and beyond in Mighty Morphin. That'd be awesome.
I've seen lots of your display cabinets that you step the figures behind so you can see them. What are the shelves that you are using and where do you get them from?
Like the cabinets themselves are from shopfittingsdirect.com.au. I actually mentioned this in my live stream, in my collection tour. If you want to go back and check all the details on each and every little thing. But the cabinets themselves from Shop Fittings Direct. They also sell the risers, so you can do the different heights. So all in the one place, super easy.
Q. It's 3 a.m. in California.
Whoa!
Good on you for staying up.
Yeah, you don't have to stay up. Go to bed, sir or ma'am.
Does that Batmobile actually fit a 1/6 scale figure?
Yes, absolutely.
It's crazy. Yes, Les would also love the pink bow.
That would be awesome, right? Les, all of the power weapons, and if they're combined to the Power Blaster, even better.
Happy that Peter is back. Yes, so are we.
Me too.
Sorry to ask again, but I plan on getting the Mark 50 and Infinity War Thor. How long should I keep them in a pose before I change it again? It's probably...
Mark 50 is fine. Mark 50 you can pose. His joints are pretty solid. Thor, if you're bending the arms, probably wouldn't want to do that too much, especially on the skin flesh ones. Thor, just be careful, but Mark 50 you should be fine.
Figure-wise, hope we get some ranges from the comics we haven't seen before in figure form.
Well,
like
we're getting...
Omega Rangers, Hyperforce,
we're getting...
Solar.
We got this guy, we got Lord Draken, and we're getting the Pink Ranger Slayer, I think they call her. We're getting her, so she's from the comics, I'm pretty sure. Maybe we'll get more, I don't know. I don't really read the comics personally.
Do we game, and what do we play?
I play games here and there. I just recently played Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. I enjoyed that. You playing Animal Crossing?
I'm playing Animal Crossing like crazy.
Yeah. Does that count?
But before that, like, it was Spider-Man, it was...
We're playing that Power Rangers mobile game.
Yes.
I don't know what it's called, but it's one where you build your team and then you fight or whatever, and we've got an alliance. Our alliance is MMPR Crew, if anyone wants to join the alliance on the Power Rangers game.
I just rage quit like a bunch of times, but yes.
Yes.
If you
Feel
wanna
free to come along.
What else? Before that, played Assassin's Creed when they remastered it. The
Yep.
Witcher.
PS4 Spidey,
3.
obviously.
I replayed The Witcher when the show came out.
Jedi Fallen Order.
Yep. Yeah.
There are a few. We're not like hardcore gamers, but like every now and then we'll play a title.
Yeah. I want to play the Modern Warfare. That's that I've been watching on YouTube.
One does not play Animal Crossing. You live Animal Crossing. It's
you
true.
slave for Tom Nook.
That's
and
why I
Animal
can't
Crossing.
play Animal Crossing, because it's so tedious. I I cannot get over that. It's so tedious.
I ordered a Superman Justice League 2 years ago on eBay and never got it. What can I do? God.
Oh, 2 years
I think
ago.
2 years is a bit hard
I wouldn't
to...
pre-order on eBay.
Pre-order? Is that what he did?
Well, he must have.
Oh, God. I had all the old ones except the... Hold on. I'm just getting into 1/6, so I need all the tips I can get. You're my dude. I had all the old ones except the Dragon Dagger back in the day. I got them all for Christmas one year. Okay, so they're 2 different things. Fallen Order was a great game. Yes, it was.
Sure was.
What's so interesting about Animal Crossing?
Nothing.
It's not...
Nothing.
It's not interesting as in is exciting. There's nothing in there that could truly, like, make me jump for joy. It's purely just... It's a game that allows you to, like, have a labor of love. You can, you know, make your island whatever it is, but you have to work really hard towards it. So it's just a little by little every day, and it's just a commitment thing. In terms of the game itself, it's not super exciting, and when you try and explain it to anyone, they're like, that sounds super lame. And in many ways it is.
I tried playing it, I couldn't get around it.
How do you maintain the quality of older Hot Toys?
Don't touch them.
Yes.
Just, seriously, I don't want to sound like being rude or whatever, but, like, just don't futz with them too much, and they should last a decent amount of time.
I can't read Chinese J-Fla, I'm so sorry. I can barely speak and understand it, but I definitely can't read or write, so I can't read what you've written. What do you think about Joe Exotic? We haven't watched that.
Haven't watched that.
And it's, like, as far as the memes and the internet is conveying it to us, it doesn't look like a show that we should watch if we don't want to get angry about something.
It doesn't seem like something that I would usually watch, so I'm kind of not that interested.
I enjoy watching, like, mysteries or documentaries and unsolved stuff, but, like, together I don't think we should be watching it.
No, I don't think so either. Anyway, we should probably wrap up fairly soon. Dinner is upon us, and I need to publish the War Machine Punisher video. So, everyone, thank you for joining us on the live stream. We've got Ryan. That means, does anyone here speak Chinese? I can translate some very basic stuff. Oh, thank you, Ryan. Anyway, huge thank you to everyone for joining us on the Power Rangers Hall live stream. Let me know if you'd like to see reviews on any of this stuff. There didn't seem to be that much hype for it, but I'm kind of hyped for it, so I might still.
It's just a nostalgia thing. Sometimes somebody might think about buying one of those toys, and
yes,
they'll probably want to look at a review on it.
Exactly. So I might do that. Let me know if that's something you would like to see. But other than that, that's about it. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next video.
3 a.m. Can you believe that?
That's it.